Yes, shut up. Last time on... Oh, wait. It's Call of Cthulhu. I started with last time. It was like 3 seconds in, and I said last... I didn't even... We're just jumping right in, alright? No, there's no brakes on this fucking train.
Don't delete December. Come on, boys, we're going in.
My lip is bleeding. I'm
What do
dying.
you mean don't delete it?
Why is your lip bleeding?
I don't know, I'm dying. It's oh no, a Welshman is gonna come and fuck my lip.
Oh, no, Jack!
Jack, no!
Alright, we're 30 seconds in and I've offended the Welsh.
Oh!
So, so
Wait.
off to a good start.
Better start.
What?
I can see the expression again. I fixed it.
What expression?
Only Nick knows what I'm talking about, but it's
Okay,
important.
good job, KMS. I knew you could do it.
I did it. I pressed like 3 buttons. It worked.
It's gonna disappear after another like fucking 20 minutes of playtime. Watch. Alright, so last time on Call of Cthulhu,
Yes.
we got slightly sidetracked by what has to be declared as the most revelatory experience in man's history.
Oh,
I like how none of the comments like mentioned anything about that. They're just like, I
I'm
love you.
surprised that anyone was willing to tolerate our buffoonery in that
People love
scenario.
me, baby.
Hey,
They
listen,
come
a
I
couple
think
of
they
people,
loved us
a couple of
belittling you for
people,
your stupidity.
that was like about 11 minutes. I timed it, about 11,
That just
12
proves
minutes.
that one
No,
of
no,
the
no.
reasons
Listen.
Nick is their favorite character
Wait,
is because he's a shit.
That's about 12 minutes, right? And
Yeah,
like
do people
that's
stop watching
a
about
long
him?
time for buffoonery. But here's the thing: it was varied and it was funny.
Oh.
Several
That's what we
people,
always
several
say.
people have listened to the entirety of the first session of Syndroa that is uploaded, which concludes with about a 20-minute, deeply unfunny sequence of everyone in the party, except me, reciting phrases in Snacklish. So if people can make it through that, which I reiterate is not funny and much longer, they can make it through fucking Wahlburgers.
I would like
Do
to
you
say,
have a single satisfaction?
Shut the fuck up.
I want to dispel any illusions that might have popped up in your heads about creativity and turning things into like snack-related puns. Most of it just turned into putting "ch" in front of words.
It was it wasn't even good Snacklish. It was feeble. Let's not reopen that wound.
Can of worms.
That tuned.
That's the session, folks.
Play
Fucking
Halo.
Christ. Last time on Call of Cthulhu, we're 3 minutes in. Jesus. Oh, you guys got that letter from, Dr. Highsmith? You, I don't think, responded.
We did.
Did you?
Wait, no, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Saying the one from...
The one from Highsmith.
We didn't respond to Highsmith. We went and bothered
No, I
the
think we
asshole
did.
banker.
No, we
right?
did.
Did you?
That was the
Yeah,
first
we
thing we
said,
did last
hey,
session.
we'll talk, we'll
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
told them about
I'm
the
stupid.
potential lead, and we're looking into other
Listen,
friends.
Wahlburgers really threw me off kilter.
Roby. It threw us.
Yeah, okay, so you responded, letting them know that you were still working the case, more or less. It's currently 9 days till the hearing, and you were finally, able to meet with Graham Roby, who didn't have a ton of useful information to deliver, except for a couple of full names, which is something that you guys had not had yet.
Is it a couple?
Namely, the full name of Michael Combs, the murderous man who's been shadowing you for some time, and the full name of Montague Edwards, the Scottish laird who was a prominent member of this cult and apparently the closest confidant to the dear Mr. Roby.
And now we're looking for him.
And now you had begun to look for him before we got sidetracked.
Before things hit a wall. Burgers.
I used that as the title of the fucking video. I'm not gonna fucking. Anyways, so fucking Joseph had expressed a desire to start searching through like the list of Edwardses that he found in the Book of Lairds, essentially, and just try to cross-reference those and get calls and see if there's a Montague in attendance at any of them.
That was it. I was gonna
Which
call
I
it
said
front
would
desk.
probably be a process that was honestly going to take a couple of days.
Yeah.
So what I had posed to the class following that, before a disaster struck, was, is there anything else anybody else wants to do in regards to this investigation or other investigations during the period in which Joseph will be doing that?
Not much, no. I think I'm good.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna post, I've taken Camus's advice and created a Google Docs that will definitely be useful and contains all the notes I have, which as you can see are not good and have no order to them.
Remember to use headings in your notes so they're the things on the
Nope.
left. Just
Too
put it
I'm
late.
gonna use Wayne
Too late,
games.
too late. It's in there. It's in there. Go.
just occasionally, you know, at least
Most
a
of
set.
this is probably wrong, and I'm not sure.
You know what? I think this is nice because it's a sort of investigation of its own. You know, try to parse our own notes in addition to whatever's happening in the
Yeah,
actual.
you have to piece together my notes as well as the other notes.
Let's see. I think I have some notes from the like
I'll
first
let
and
me
second
know,
sessions of the
then
Cthulhu
then I'll
thing.
look kinda- I used to take notes back in the day.
I have some actually from the
Did
beginning
you?
of this.
Yeah.
All
Where
right.
did I put them?
Yo guys are shit investigators.
It's all in my head, I tell you.
I have a big brain.
It's in there somewhere in the back, in some filing cabinet put away in the back room
Look,
with
it
the
was
lights turned
easy
on.
when it was a murder mystery, and then you're like, okay, so it's not, and half of this information you previously received was wrong. I'm like, I'm not gonna go back and reference the old stuff.
Here, I've got a fucking play-by-play of the entire performance of the play.
Duh.
Yeah, see, I had that, then I didn't.
And I hated it.
Yeah. I made
I
you
don't
the
know.
notes, but then I edit it.
I'm going to ask you permission to edit it. Is that okay, mister?
Why? It says it should be available for anybody to. Oh no, hold on.
Oh,
What a
Sophie's
fucking
boo-boo,
boob.
boo-boo
No,
fool.
anyone with the link can
That's-
edit.
Now we're all just carrying a
There we
big
go.
fucking
All right.
notebook. We're all just writing.
There
in.
it is. Now
Yeah.
it should be good to
Like
go.
the
Stealing it back from each other.
Hey, I want to read it. No, I want to read it. Why the fuck did you draw on this?
What?
I drew a pee-pee.
Why would Ronson do that? Who am I kidding? We all know. Can I edit this?
You should be able to.
Yeah.
You're fucking lying.
I
Here
mean,
we are.
It says anyone can edit. I'm inclined to believe Google Docs. Big book.
Thank you. At all times.
The fact that the book is so thick too,
Yeah,
just makes it look like this guy is very tiny. I think.
Yeah, so he just says view only for me.
It says anyone, no sign-in required, can edit. Have you tried refreshing?
I can do it. I can do it.
No, I'm
Unreal.
KMS the anonymous dinosaur?
No,
You're a liar.
It just assigns random animals.
I might be dinosaur. No, you could say. That's not what I meant to copy at all.
PP.
I would never say PP.
Okay, I can edit it now.
The worst part about taking notes is when Nick says random words and you're like, are these important?
Okay,
Yes,
alright. Oh, wait, are you talking about me, Nick, or he Nick?
Anything you say is not important, Nick.
Oh,
Damn.
He's absolutely right. He's absolutely
there.
right.
Like, I can scratch those off with ease.
Ooh, what if I bolded these? Nate, that's bad. Alright, I did it.
Weren't we looking up Edwards or something? But then we were like, there's way too fucking many of them.
Yeah, but you found
That's what
a
we were
list
already talking
of
about.
like a bunch of Edwardses that he can go through over the next couple of days, but
So,
That's
is there
one
anything
avenue.
we wish to do in the meantime?
if there's anything you guys want to do in addition, because he's gonna be occupied doing that for a couple days.
Because we don't really have anything else, because Corey's across the pond. Allegedly. Or no. Wait, yes? Hold on. How does that make sense?
Quarry's the guy you were told is on the continent.
Isn't... Okay, yeah, yeah, Corey's across the continent. His wife is a bitch.
you know, just hit
Something
me. What
about
if his
the
wife is not,
farm.
like, an actual
Whatever
woman?
the farm is. And, the old man, which is Atkinson. We could... No, there's no... Yeah. I think I already tried that, but there's a bajillion Atkinson, so there's no way.
I read the fucking note again, it just got me again.
What?
The fucking ending. Just... Your
Oh, his
just-
greatest servant, who is your friend, Will
Fuck this
Progress.
guy.
What a fucking G, dude.
You
know he was proud of himself after that, and he put the paper down, and he sort of leaned back in his chair with his hands behind his head, and he just sighed.
fucking did that.
Why
I was
is he proud of
imagining
himself
he'd,
for
like,
writing?
clapped his hands together.
Yeah. Like, that's the stuff right
So proud of
there.
himself and how smooth.
They're gonna be shitting square when they fucking read this.
And then we did. Waiting for the go.
Alright. Well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Does anybody have anything they want to do now?
In general?
Like, I'm trying to. I feel like. I'm just trying to see if, like, the Gretzky thing has anything we could try to, like, pick from it.
Well, we could try and search his name. Wilfred Gresty. We didn't try that. Did we try that?
Nope.
I feel like he's a
We
man
can try
without
that. Let's
foot.
try
Oh
that.
my
I go to the
God.
yellow book. I look for Wilfred
Yes.
Gresty.
It's session 69!
Wilfred Gresty. Oh my God.
Fuck.
You're right.
We did it.
Nice!
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 Nice.
Nice!
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 Nice.
Nice.
Hello, it is me. I am Gisela. 69.
Bring, bring. You gotta call on the townhouse phone. Bring!
Don't answer it. Don't answer
Bring.
it.
Answer.
Don't
But
do
what
it.
if it's
You hear on the other side.
Hello.
Nice.
Nice.
No, we don't answer it. You just hear nice.
No,
Nice.
Gisler answered it. He wanted
Oh,
to know
okay.
about how it was
I was
nice.
hoping it was just gonna.
There's a knock at the door. There's a knock at the door.
Oh god, fuck. Oh.
What
what
open
is
it up.
Yes. I opened the door slowly.
It's Michael Combs, and he says, nice, and then he fucking runs away.
Hey!
He's legging it. He's gone.
Wait, are you
Oh.
being serious?
No.
All I can say is nice.
Are you serious, Nick? Did you really just ask if I was
I
being
got
serious?
up. I got up. I came back to the door knocking and was like, what's going on?
Oh,
We're
shit,
talking
he's
about how
right here.
nice it is right now.
Nice.
It's episode 69, Nick.
Oh my god, that's his sex number.
Nice.
Is this gonna be the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
horny episode?
Yeah.
This is the one
Oh, we need to have an OVA.
where Bronson finally reveals what he and Galagrand were up to.
Where's the bathhouse? We need to go to a bathhouse.
We've been to a bathhouse before.
Yeah,
remember?
but we need to go on 60. All right, beach episode.
It was
then?
not a
Yeah,
great
beach-
bathhouse episode.
Each
There's a
episode
lot of
sounds fun.
slime. and goop
A
and
man
crap.
turned into a pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah, pizza.
Turned into a
Hut.
big pizza pie.
turned into Pizza the Hut. It was
He
awful.
turned into a big. As you do.
It sounded like
I
you
don't
turned on a fan for the song. I don't know why.
For some reason that's the first like second of the song is like
Okay,
what,
I
what
kinda
what
like
appears
just
to
crank
be
up louder than
background music,
normal.
background noise from like a room with a fan
Hold
on.
When I have it on, like, because I have the music in Roll20 really, really quiet, so it sounded like someone from the distance, like through my wall, was playing that and it scared the shit out of me. Because I thought they were about to like burst through.
Pull a fucking fennel-leak, pop out the wall, drag you through.
I was gonna say Kool-Aid Man, but sure, that works too.
I'm trying to keep it Call of Cthulhu centric.
Are you telling me that Kool-Aid Man is not an Eldritch abomination?
He is, but you haven't met him.
Not yet.
May never.
So you wanted to look up Wilfred Gresty?
Yes, Wilfred Gresty.
I probably not gonna find anything.
Wilfred
Or a bajillion, who knows?
Gresty.
I mean,
Make a library.
Who knows if he even spelled his own name right?
He doesn't know how to read.
Hey, he wrote.
Oh, no, wait, you're just doing it in the phone book. You ain't gotta make a roll for that, I guess. You just go to the fucking
I make a
Gs.
wall to read the phone book fast.
It's just, you just go to a G. It's
I got an 8, a 2, and a 40.
an 8, a 2, and a 40?
Yeah, I rolled a D4, a D12, and a D100.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up?
I think they were pretty good rolls.
We have fun here.
If you fail a phone book check, you just skip over the page, you can get mad and go to bed.
I push the roll. I throw the book out the window.
The 2 pages get stuck together. You can't ever.
If you push the roll and fail, you throw the book out the window and you kill
Don't
somebody
say.
who's tends to be very important to the investigation and you lose.
Oh, that's classic us.
How many times haven't we killed people by throwing things out windows?
We almost killed some people in Turkey by throwing some grimoires out the window.
Yeah. We should defend straight books more often.
Man.
I mean, I could go outside right now and just shoot somebody in the head. Isn't that crazy?
Are you talking about in-game or out-of-game?
I don't have a gun in real life.
Oh, okay.
But I do
Alright.
have this knife.
You could do that.
Yeah. But then it'd be
One
really gross
second.
for food. So
Yes, Nicholas.
It's the only knife I have.
1 second.
I don't have a license for this. I'm in
Yes,
jail.
Nicholas.
Stop calling him Nicholas because it's triggering me.
He is not in the phone book.
Oh, man.
Maybe that's
Is there a
fake
different
name.
little man?
Is there any Grusties?
There are not.
Oh.
Mm. Like, did
Not
we-
everybody has a phone in these days.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
I do. I have a phone. This
Man,
guy
do you
sucks.
see the Image and D memes?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't talk about this shit in this place of peace.
This place.
It,
What
oh.
do you mean? This is a cursed.
It's good.
This is a cursed place.
I can-
Stop this.
When I see
Oh,
that
man.
picture on the top left corner, all I can see is exposed
I love
bone.
the concept of programming socks on.
Yep.
You have to program them onto yourself. It's a bool.
Well, of course. You can't use your
What,
hands to
what the
put them
fuck is that
on.
original thing called again?
What do you mean original thing?
There's an original, like, little comic thing.
He's asking for
The
the
entire
source.
The
point is like-
Dogen?
Yeah.
You want source for the bottom
Alright,
line?
no,
bottom right?
stop.
Well,
We're stopping.
Let's look up programmer.
Stop! Alright,
Dogen.
are you guys doing anything else?
No. For that is time.
Oh, I really have to.
Alright, I found it. Here you go. It's on Imgur, I guess.
Cool, thanks.
You're welcome.
Fucking degenerates.
I didn't know you could do this. Let's try that. Yes!
Try
I'm rich!
what?
So you offered to trade your card with me.
Stop doing
Oh,
this.
yeah.
How do I fucking take these from you?
I don't know. I don't know why I have access to cards, but I saw them, so I had to seize the moment.
You
I got a 3 of diamonds.
He sows the moment. Oh.
Alright, well. Now that Gresty's out of the question, I will do nothing. Ooh, more cards. Thank you, Nick.
Alright, so should I just time skip then?
We could try and go to Dr. Highsmith.
No, I don't think we need to.
Don't you want to accept the trade?
No.
Why
Wait,
can't
did
I
we-
fucking stop this from happening? Please stop doing that.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I lost my Joker. Shit!
Oh no!
Alright, seriously, stop. Alright,
Okay.
Wait, the asylum, did we do that again, or is it too far? Did we talk?
It's a distance, but we haven't gone there. But he did ask us for our advice on the upcoming court hearing trial.
I mean, if this is gonna take a couple days to look us up, we could just go look at the asylum. Just go there, check it out.
I don't know if I can go there. Can I go
mean,
there?
you can
Joseph's
read
probably
the
gonna be
card.
occupied.
No, he can read in the car.
He can't
should
bring most of the information that this stuff is in with him.
What? The library won't let me check out the Scottish Laird book?
Not the parts that have their fucking addresses and numbers.
Aw, man. They're no fun.
Alright, well, fine. If he is. Oh, God. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need a babysitter then in case somebody tries to stab me.
I'll do it.
Alright. Then William will babysit me.
I will sit on you. Come here.
Please don't. You can help me call numbers on the Facebook.
1.
I can't wait to FaceTime all these Scottish lairds.
I see. Well, then. Let us go to the asylum and see how it's doing, or see if it's still locked down.
Yes.
Alright, so
Careful.
Felix, Bronson, Gisselhair, and Anker, who is currently T-posing, are
That's fine.
taking the train north to Weobley to check out the asylum. While William and Joseph stay behind and do cold calls to Scottish lairds. Alright.
Hello, sir. Would you be looking to donate to Jesus Christ? And they just instantly hang up on us.
They say, I would very much like to donate to her steward. And you're like, oh, that's the one.
Hey, wait
We
a
got
second.
him.
Fucking idiot.
Joseph, I think I got him. I think this is a guy.
Hey, are you sure?
Yeah, he said something about Aster. I think that's a fellow we're after.
Bring,
right? We have a
bring.
fellow.
The phone is ringing back. Bring,
Oh, God. Oh, God.
bring.
I pick it up.
Answer it.
I just wanted to say, it's episode 69. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's real funny now, don't.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you guys are heading north. The train journey, I think, is probably going to take the bulk of the day. Let me just double check.
is.
I'm just double checking exactly how long it takes because it's been some time since you guys have been there, and by some time I mean like what, like half a year at this fucking point.
Kind of fuck us, I see.
Oop, that's too far. I went too far.
Yeah, you did.
Far now. It's
Fucking back it up, Nick. You went over the
Fucking slow
line.
your roll, my man.
I will do whatever I fucking like.
It's hot. Too hot. Hot roll.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. So you guys are gonna probably arrive in the evening.
This is a problem. I was just drinking coffee, now I must use the restroom.
There is a place to stay in there. It's where you stayed before. The Wheat Sheaf Inn, which, you know, it's fine. So you guys travel to Weebly on the train, arrive at the Wheat Sheaf Inn in town, and are able to secure lodging for the night. Not too difficult, you've done it before, it's relatively inexpensive, it's a small town, you guys have enough money that you don't really have to worry about it, to be honest. And, you guys are posted up there. Meanwhile, William and Joseph.
Uh-oh.
Hey, William. I'm just kidding. Nothing really happens. You guys have a pretty uneventful day of working through the first bunch of names on the list, basically haggling to get their numbers because they're not necessarily public record, but you manage to get enough that you're able to make a bunch of calls. There is no record of a Montague at any of the ones you call on the first day.
Okay.
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 And then everybody goes to sleep on the evening of the 21st of November 1929. Remember, the 21st of November.
21st.
Why? Why?
If you don't know, then you've already forgotten.
Or what I just didn't know in the first place.
It's a different kind of forgetting.
Who's forgetting?
Someone forgot to tell you.
It's Bjork's birthday, of course.
Is it really?
Yeah.
York Day!
Remember, the 21st of November, Bjork's birthday.
Warming. What's that fucking smell?
The
neighbors are smoking marijuana.
Oh no. Y'all go to sleep?
Illegal. I tried to.
That evening,
Yeah.
you all have a peculiar dream.
I get angry about it.
No, that one's gonna start to get really loud. Fuck it. I could do Clawfinger. Yeah, let's go with that. A peculiar dream. And you see each other in it. As you guys sort of awaken on the same
that's
row.
gay.
On the same row of a theater. Like, very much like the theater that you guys, most of you, with the exception of Gissel here, went to upon your first foray into this world. The play where you saw Talbot Estes' King in Yellow play. In fact, it is that theater. And you guys are all sitting in the same seats. Though Gisselhair is sitting in his son's seat.
What a weird place, huh?
There's a shape up ahead that it takes you a moment to recognize in the low light. All the house lights are down. And after a little while, your eyes adjust and you can see that this shape sort of hanging from the rafters is a man. hooded, robed, long, dark robes, hanging by the neck, just sort of swaying back and forth. Rotating, really, not swaying. And there's like a... Ooh, gotta pop up on my computer. There's a placard hanging from his neck, or around his neck. Like a wooden placard with writing across the front of it in this sort of dark yellow paint. Which just reads The Herald. And after a moment of that, you see the figure just kick slightly, and then go still again. And it keeps doing that. Every now and again, it'll just start sort of thrash or kick for a second, and then go back to hanging. And after a little while of that, the curtain rises on the stage, and the lights illuminate it. And there's a whole bunch of people on the stage. All hooded like this figure labeled the Herald, which sort of swings there off the side. A couple of them in chairs, a couple of them not. There's a guy in a chair. Looks like underneath his robes he's straitjacketed. He's sort of writhing against the straps. And around his neck is a placard that says The Builder. Not too far from him, there's another robed figure in a chair, slumped over. Huge, this figure, in comparison to the others. Bulky, tall. It's slumped over, and there are rats crawling all over the corpse, in and out of the folds of the hood, in and out of the sleeves. Looks dead. And through the gaps in the rats, you can see the placard that names him the Devourer.
Rats.
Rats.
Friends.
You can see behind these chairs, there's a man walking back and forth. Same robes. Has something in his hand. You can't quite make it out. It looks like it might be a weapon. And there's just smoke trailing from beneath the hood. And every time the figure turns, you catch a glimpse of the placard that labels him as the Warrior. There's 2 more chairs on the stage that this guy paces behind. But before you look at those, you can see there's actually another person in the audience. A couple of rows over. Same hoods. Leaning back in the chair. You can't really see them because they're ahead of you. But they turn to face you. No, you can't see their face. They just sort of like raise a beer to you and nod. And you can see a placard around their neck that says The Fool. But those other 2 chairs on the stage, One of them is occupied and one of them isn't. The unoccupied one has a placard sort of hung over the back of it. And there's a dusting of snow on the seat and around the legs. And the placard says, "The Seeker of Truth." The last figure is the other seated one in more or less center stage. Same robes. There's sort of like a stone crown on his head, lopsided over the hood. Looks like it's almost made out of big stone teeth. And the sleeves are rolled up on his robes, where you can see his arms just sort of dangle at his sides. They're covered in blood and scars, and they are dripping onto the floor. And the placard around his neck says, "The False Prophet." And all these figures kind of remain in their place for a little while. The guy in the audience drinking a beer. The guy with the smoke trailing, pacing back and forth. The hanged man twitching. The straitjacketed man wrestling with the straitjacket. The man with the bloodied arms just sort of slowly turns to look at you at some point and keeps looking. At a certain point, you become aware of a figure that has entered the room behind you. Though you don't look. You just feel its presence. You feel this heat. It's a little more than a warmth. It's a little uncomfortable. Not super uncomfortable, but more uncomfortable in the way like a sauna might be uncomfortable. And there's this smell of rotted fruit in the air. And you feel a hand on your shoulder. Each of you feel it, which doesn't make sense, because only one figure entered, but all of you feel the hand. And in your hands you see swords. And sort of unbidden, you all rise. And you know that this is your will, but you feel too that your will is part of something greater, part of a truth that is flowing from this figure behind you into you. You walk down the aisle. The figure in the crowd nods at you again, raises the beer. You walk up the steps. The straight-jacketed figure sees you coming, turns, goes still, frigid. You file onto the stage. The man with the smoke stands in front of you. And you step forward and pass through him like he's made of smoke. And he turns to smoke. Powerful smelling nicotine. And before you, the false prophet stands up. Bloodied hands, turns to face you, but before the prophet can make a move, you all lurch forward and thrust the blades into his chest, one after another. And he falls back with a heavy thud. And you look back into the crowd where you can see the fool stands up, exits. The person behind you, the one that imparted this will, nowhere to be seen. And off stage, you see a hooded man with snow dusted across his shoulders beckon you towards backstage. And as you move towards him, you wake up. So concludes the dream.
So
Suffering.
I missed the very first. Was the first one just the man in a straitjacket?
There was the hanging guy who was labeled the Herald, and the guy in the straitjacket was labeled the Builder. And yeah, he was hooded, but there was clearly a straitjacket like underneath.
Yeah. I mean, they were all hooded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to something a little chiller, I guess.
I want some, like, dance tunes. Do you have any of those?
No. No more will there be dance to.
Oh,
No.
This isn't Italy, where the fucking song was a proper jam.
Cthulhu rave party.
Yeah.
It's
Cthulhu shave party.
Anyways, those of you who traveled to the
Cthulhu
place,
shave club.
to Weebly, wake up in the Wheat Sheaf Inn. Somebody dropped a bowling ball upstairs. And Joseph and William wake up at the townhouse, ready for another day's work.
another day, another.
Mm-hmm. Now let's get back to it, Joseph.
Did you have that dream too?
No.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Well, I can guess who will at least 2, maybe 3 of these people are.
Yeah, I figured there's some symbolism or metaphors or whatever the proper literary term is for it going on there, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of retarded, so I wasn't able to follow along too well.
Yeah. Move. I see. Interesting. Who's carrying the big notebook?
I pull
It's
it out
shared
of my
between
pocket.
us. We chuck it out the window every time we need it.
You guys are separated by quite a distance.
I got a
Good
throwing
thing we
arm,
have a
boy.
mental notebook.
I go outside and pick the fucking giant book up and I carry it back in.
I make a coo noise, and a pigeon comes down and carries it away.
I say, cool.
I go back and I chase the pigeon down and I bring the book back again.
You have to do the coo to
I shoot
summon
the
it.
bird.
I will strangle that pigeon.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, so you guys head off to work. I know what you're doing. I don't have to ask about it.
Oh, do you?
Do you know what I'm doing?
The Wheat Sheaf Inn boys wake up, ready for another day, in the town of Weebly by the side of the asylum.
good. Onward.
I'll look at him smack.
Don't. Come on, man. I'm
Watch him with
embarrassed.
great intensity.
I'm embarrassed, bro.
You
Weak.
head out to the asylum, which has the name
I'm expecting an answer.
St. Agnes Asylum.
That sounds made up. Come on, man.
Sagnus.
Sagnus Asylum? What the fuck is going on? What is that noise?
Industrial bowling.
No, it isn't. You head your way up the hill to the broad gray building. Enter inside, and there you see a irritated-looking receptionist who says, "What?"
Roby.
What?
Roby, holy fuck, hold on. I just unplugged my computer monitor.
What are you doing?
Roby.
Roby.
So if you're just going to say nonsense at me, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. It's a private institution.
I'll institute you.
Is that a threat, old German man?
I didn't say anything.
And what about your friend there? Why is he staring into the middle distance like that?
He is stupid.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if he's
We've seen that
Bronson or
time and
Andre.
again.
Oh, that's unfucking recognizable. Wow.
Well, goodbye then.
See ya.
You guys are escorted out of the building.
Alright, what next, gang? Brad's the guy who does it. Maybe. Sometimes.
I exist again, sorry.
You guys got escorted out of the building.
What happened?
Well,
Nothing.
she asked you guys questions and no one responded at any point. So she
Real
asked
thing.
you guys to leave.
I see. Well, that's rather rude.
You just walk into the receptionist and just stare at her.
No, they said Roby.
You said Roby, and then that was it.
I had to.
Like one time.
I fixed the monitor.
There
now
are
we're good.
multiple people in your group that didn't say anything.
I know.
Don't worry, that's not that weird. Alright, actually, can we even go inside? Because don't we need...
Ah, shit, you might be right.
Don't we...
Shit, you're right. I forgot. He's the doctor.
We need the doctor. They won't remember his face, right?
You could try, just...
What do
Why
we...
not? Just say you're doing work for him.
That's true. Alright, walk back inside.
Oh, what the fuck? Didn't I just throw you out?
I'm sorry, I was lost in my senses. I was thinking about things, and I went unconscious. Anyways, I would like...
She's staring at you with the most contempt you've ever seen a human being
I just
muster
like the
in your
idea that
life.
just like, should I admit him into the asylum?
No, I want to see Alexander Roby, and so do my friends. Or colleagues.
For what purpose?
We are with... we work with Dr... Oh fuck, is it actually Pringler? Hold on. Oh fuck.
Pringlier. William
Yes.
Pringlier.
Prenglier.
Prangler? Prangler?
And so we've been here, fuck, when did we last come here, but like in-game time?
Like a month ago?
A while ago? I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know how time works, man.
Well, we came here some time back, but then that there was an instance happened here.
There was a moida.
We're here. Yeah. And so we couldn't come back to talk to him some more. So we've just been waiting. Could we talk to him now?
Mr. Roby is under heavy sedation at the time.
Oh. Any reason?
I don't know. I don't give out the sedation. You'd have to speak to his doctor.
Who would this doctor be?
Dr. Highsmith, I believe, is in charge of his case.
See, where's Dr. Highsmith?
Dr. Highsmith is in his office, where he normally is.
Can I see Dr. Highsmith in his office?
Do you have an appointment?
Well, no, but we do speak to him.
When? Who? Who are you? I don't know this name, Dr. Prenglier.
I see. Will you excuse me for a moment? I walk away for a bit.
Yes, he looks very serious and scholarly and shit.
It's that big chin he's developed in his aging.
Now, how do we get in, fellas? What?
Yes?
We came here before. What
Yes.
name? Was she not here the last time? Did she not let us in last time?
Last time you were expected, to be fair.
Yeah. But still. She should remember us. We're rememberable people.
You can be remembered.
Unfortunately.
She might not remember us. She might be pretending not to remember. She's like these fucks again.
It's inconceivable that somebody could forget us. We're just so cool. She must be pretending.
Or maybe she remembers as like, I don't want to speak to them. Stop.
Maybe she drinks to forget.
Well, this is just fucking rude. I have an investigation to conduct.
Are you just going to stand over there?
Would you rather somewhere else?
Are you serious?
Alright, let's walk outside and stand out there.
Alright, we stand immediately up to the doors.
Alright. Now then. No, I got nothing. Maybe we have to just make an appointment, write a letter to him, and see if we can get an appointment. Because that would get us in.
Just come back tomorrow and ask to make an appointment. Just one of you.
One?
One!
What is this one you speak of?
Just one of them. But we're all...
Uh-huh. We don't need to press gang like a giant writhing mass of idiots.
But you don't understand. Every meeting must contain all 6 individuals piled into a place that seats comfortably one.
Uh-huh.
But we got 3 now.
We're like a Hydra, but but made of Colt 45s.
Essentially. That's a very apt description.
That's very true.
I'll have you know, I use
All
a blackjack.
shooting and biting at the same target and missing.
Oh god, I'm retarded.
You chop off one of the heads of the Colt Hydra, and exactly one grows back, and it's just as annoying.
Maybe even stronger guns.
Exactly one grows back with an extra 20 points into fucking gun skill. And minus 20 in something that's going to come up a lot, but they wanted gun skill.
Yeah. See, why talk when guns do good?
Yeah.
He makes a food point.
I rest my case. I won't even give you a chance to talk.
Actually, I look at him, I gesture towards Felix, and I say he makes a food joint.
I don't like what you said. I send him to the Shadow Room.
With my Colt 45.
So what are you guys doing?
Alright, let's go make an appointment then, see if we can do that.
You head back inside?
Yeah.
Who? You all head back inside?
I don't see it's just the three of us, it's
Okay.
not that big.
You head back inside. There's 4 of you.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Anker's drifting around on his Segway.
Hey, this isn't a problem, right? This isn't
I
like a
stand
hazard.
I stand in front of Anker at all times so that everyone thinks there's only 3 of us.
It doesn't work.
But now you're also T-posing.
No,
You'd have to keep your arms out straight to the sides. Anyways, so you head back in, and the receptionist says, ugh.
I've had the bright idea. What if we made an appointment?
Oh, you've arrived at that, have you? Well, good for you. I knew there was a brain rattling around in there somewhere.
But you're going to tell us we can't, aren't you?
No. How dare you presume something like that?
Oh, thank you. See? Expect the worst, but hope for
I can
the
put you in... It's 4 o'clock tomorrow, sound good?
Hold on. Pull out the big book. Yes. Sounds good to me.
He just pulls out the book and he stands there. Yes.
That's Great Expectations.
We bleached
Made
up.
by you
Yes.
people, you
Yes,
like it,
he
right?
has those.
Did
Oh,
I
you
borrow
see-
your pen so I could write...
I show her that we've bleached out all the pages and written our own words in there, see?
Seems like it seems like it should be some sort of crime, but I'm not sure what it is. Alright, and the name is?
I didn't think she'd ask me my name.
Give her your name!
It's like, the name is Immediate Panic. Y'all
We
motherfuckers.
threw out everything
These
except
are-
trauma and
Fellas,
ghosts.
these are fictional people.
Just give her your
You should
name!
not have this much social anxiety over what is essentially me putting on a funny voice.
Why are you so bad at basic bureaucracy?
What if I give her the wrong name and we fuck up?
Do I have to actually pay attention so I can navigate you guys through bureaucracy?
No, you don't understand. What if we use our actual name and then the mafia comes after us?
No!
You're right. My name's Mr. Pringle's ear.
My
That's what we got him by.
my name is
Looks around,
Lamp.
looks at Pringle's can on desk, looks at secretary's ear, Pringlier.
Alistair Crowley. What's your name? Pol Pot. No, wait.
Oh no.
Oh, you can write Macker. Bronson Macker, yeah.
Macca,
good
Bronson,
writing,
Macca, yeah.
She's got a sense of humor.
Got it.
Mhm.
Will that be all, sir?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to pause. I was really thinking you were just gonna say that. You just hold your silence.
Starts crying.
Just
That,
keep
like-
staring at her until she throws you out again.
That pregnant pause was fucking quality shit.
Just yeah.
This is the real horror of Call of Cthulhu. Good day, sir.
Thank you. You too.
That was too real.
I like the idea that Bronson has walked out of the building. He turns, you too.
He's halfway to the door. Thank you. You too. Exits.
Are
Bronson, there are
enjoying your meal,
bullets
sir?
of sweat
Yes, you do.
pouring down your face. Your hair is matted down. Your shirt is soaked through.
You alright?
Can we just go back to killing my eldritch beings and shit? This is way harder. Yeah, I guess we go sleep till like 4.
You guys go back and hang out at the inn, I guess, if there's nothing that you really want to do.
At the inn?
At the inn.
At the
Well,
end.
because we're a bit further away.
Oh, we're in Barovia.
Yes.
Yeah, inns don't exist in anywhere other than Ravenloft. Fuck you
Yeah.
talking
Right, you
about?
know.
He's right. That's what I'm reading to say, but he's right.
Right, so. Meanwhile, with the call fuckers, running their phone scam business,
Yes.
you guys have managed to get Montague Edwards to purchase internet security software for about $300.
That doesn't
My
even
name is
exist
John
yet.
Sutter.
This is gonna be huge in the future,
by-
so
by,
you're making
you know,
a wise
taking-
investment.
Taking control of his computer with a little bit of that remote desktop.
Yeah, I mean, we're war dialing right now, so
I was gonna say, remember when we could take control of phone lines by whistling?
Fuck.
That's a shame.
Yeah. It sucks.
Good man. What a rotten way to die.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Yeah, rip.
Yeah, rip. So, a bomb. I need both of you guys to make luck rolls.
Ah, fuck.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yep.
My penis weenus?
No, I need to open up.
The answer is, of course, my penis.
Oh, he
Oh.
horny.
My pee-pee
This is episode 69, after all.
Nice.
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 Hey, nice.
Nice.
You know what?
Oh, it is 65. Okay.
Fucking threat shit.
I did it. I got a normal.
I'm pulling up my sheet. Give me a second.
54 out of 65. Yeah, it's normal.
Okay. What the fuck's luck?
Huh?
I don't think I ever gave myself a luck on this sheet.
Just roll for it. It's somewhere. I don't know what the rules are.
I also do not know. I think it's just a D100.
Oh, is it?
I wouldn't.
I'm not sure.
For a luck roll?
Oh, it is 3d6 times 5?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of math.
What? No, that's how you get your luck stat.
Yeah, I didn't do one.
Oh, you fucking goon.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
how... Oh, on William. Okay, that
I mean,
makes...
if
I'm
you
like, how can you...
I mean, if you do the thing on the website, it gives you.
You might want to just use roll 20.
Yeah, you're right.
Just do 3d6.
If you just a quick for your
Dope.
thing, I have a question.
30. Your luck
Does
is
it look
30.
like this?
Cool. What the fuck do I-
Because if it looks like this, your luck is in the bottom left, and not with the rest of your stats.
Let me see. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like that.
Is there a circled number?
No, there's not.
What a fucking tit.
I'm not sure how...
So your luck is 30.
Sweet.
That's whoa. That's. I think that might be the lowest luck we've ever
Yeah,
had.
that's pretty shit luck.
I
That's
mean, I'm
that's.
basing this off of what a Reddit thing says from a
Extraordinary.
year ago.
No, I think
So-
you're right about that number.
Alright, I
About
passed.
36 times 5.
I got a 16.
Yeah, it is 3d6 by 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys spend an eventful day calling, and a couple of times you feel like you've really got it. And then you don't.
Damn.
And the day ends.
Man, these luck rolls were rigged.
What's funny is I got a 35 luck on Galligram, and they let me roll it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wow, well, I'm not gonna do that again. I should have done that before.
It makes you sound really. It's really funny.
Yeah, but I like you more than Nick, so.
There we go.
Damn.
Also, Galagran, we just had the favor of God being so righteous.
Yeah, exactly.
I ended it with 85 luck after I rerolled it, by the way.
Didn't really help him out when he got shot in the fucking face by a Greek border patrol agent.
Real shame.
If
what
you would just
happened.
let me use luck for every roll I ever made. Speaking of which, you should make Nick use luck for every roll he makes.
Alright, William, I need you to roll luck again to see if he comes through your window and stabs you to death tonight.
Okay.
Roll
Okay,
luck
okay,
every
that's
5
fine.
minutes to see if you have a
Oh,
stroke.
that's why we rolled luck. Okay. Let me roll again. I rolled better. I think I got an extreme. Oh no, I got a hard luck.
Jeez, I'm sorry, fellas, you won't have to worry about him because from the sounds of it, Michael Combs is under Brandon's bed.
Good.
That's pretty fun. Is he like scared?
He's in his
Yeah,
room.
he's spooking him. He unplugged his monitor first. What a
Prankster.
rascal he is.
What a piece of shit.
Try to stop our plot when you can't even see through your monitor. Fucking idiot.
Well,
Joke's
so
on
rude.
you. I don't even take notes.
Anyways, this day is basically a total wash. But now it's November 23rd. And you know what that means, don't you?
We wash our clothes. It's wash day, fellas. Woo!
It means
We actually take a bath.
that you take a bath. You wake up in the morning and you're free to do more stuff.
Oh man, that sucks.
Now, for you guys at Weebly, you have to wait until late in the day to fulfill your appointment, which was so very laborious to acquire.
That was a real.
But as for our cold callers,
I
caller
prefer
1
becoming
and
war
caller
dialing.
2, can you give me a luck roll?
Okay. Ooh, I got a 4.
18.
Was that?
Can I extreme a luck roll?
I don't think there's extremes or like
Damn.
cards. I
Oh,
passed.
pass.
Okay. You guys are calling long throughout the day, and later in the day, as you get to the late afternoon, bring, bring, you're on a call, and you ask about a Montague Edwards, and the person on the other line says, Montague, I remember him. Yeah, he's the laird's son. He is.
Oh. Wait, do we have addresses? We just have phone numbers for
Your
these
phone
people?
numbers.
I don't know.
You wouldn't. There's no way they would give you fucking addresses.
Oh, I don't know. If they're like, he owns this county or this town or something.
You have a general idea of where these they wouldn't give you specific locations.
Okay.
But we have a place to hit the bricks at.
You have more than you had before.
It's true. I wish to ask the lady, is it possible to schedule, is there a certain place I should try to schedule an appointment for, like, location, time,
What do you mean?
to speak with the laird's son? We have business.
With
with him.
Montague? He's not been home in years. Moved away when he was a lad still. Go down to school in London.
Oh, what school?
I mean, shite, it's been... Oh, pardon me language. It's been, gosh. About... It was 1905, I believe, when I went down.
Oh,
So-
oh my.
I spent quite a while.
Oh,
Aye.
I think he's done with school then.
Or maybe it was 1906 or 7. It was around that time.
Okay.
What school, you say? What pray tell us, what is this about?
Hmm? Oh,
Why asking personal information about the Lord's son? I figure might as well do my due diligence and ask.
As I said, I was trying to schedule an appointment with him.
Yes, but why would you need to know about his schooling for that?
Well, I was just asking because he mentioned he came down to London for school.
Oh. What is this appointment about, anyway?
Well, we were trying to schedule something to do with... Well, apparently he has nothing to do with the Laird, as I thought, in whatever county.
Oh, he's got something to do with it. I mean, he's the son and heir, you know. I mean, granted, the old man's getting the other servants would kill me if they could hear me talking like this. The old man's getting on in years, and he's probably not long for the world, so I expect young Montague will probably... I suppose he's probably not young Montague anymore, but I suppose Montague will be coming into his own inheritance sooner rather than later.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that for Mr. Edwards. Lord? What's the term? Lord?
Laird?
You call him Laird? Okay, for Laird Edwards, but... Yeah. Well,
It's going to be an artist, if I recall. You've got me travelling down memory lane now.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. I appreciate it.
Hospitality? We're speaking over the phone.
Well, it's still hospitable to answer and talk, right?
I suppose that's true. You know, that's a good way to put it, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. But, yeah, thank you for your time. Have a great evening.
You as well. Click.
Bye-bye. Click. Bitch!
That's the classic.
Fucking fool.
That is the classic fucking hanging up the phone after like a mildly unsuccessful phone call that you wanted more information, but you put down the phone and you're like, all right, thank you very much. You've been a big help. Fuck that motherfucker.
Bitch.
No. I was like, escape route. Oh. Well, that doesn't really provide much.
You do have a general area.
Do I have a general area?
Yeah, not like you don't have an address, but you have like a region that I'm going to click on really quick in order to find the exact information.
For Laird Edwards, his father?
Yes, for...
Okay.
at least, I mean, since you were getting the calls out, you have a little more than no information on where these numbers are leading. You just don't have, like, super good information. Let me just type this in. Fuck, come on. That's not what I want. Sorry.
Dumbass.
Oh, no.
Alright, well, I say... William!
Hmm.
I found something.
What'd you find?
I got a Mr. Edwards. Apparently he's the Laird's son. Up in this area-ish, somewhere on this map that I will be given after my lag stops. After my brain catches up with the transmission from the sky.
You know that it's in the Northwest Highlands.
Yes, the Northwest Highlands. How far of a distance is, like...
The Northwest Highlands are like all the fucking way up there.
So, like, how many train days?
I don't know.
You're going from the bottom of Illinois to the top of Illinois.
Kinda.
I don't know how many train days that would be.
It'll take you a while. It's not gonna take you like days, because it's just, you know, Britain, but it's gonna take you like probably a while. You're not gonna, like, that's gonna be pretty much your day.
Oh yeah, I figured. But so it's doable.
It's doable. Everything's doable in
Well, I mean,
the UK.
A lot.
But
better
it's
than what I
very
was
far away.
anticipating. Okay, we're fine then. This is actually reachable. And I say, you know, it sounds like his father, who is going to die soon, maybe, is up in the Northern Highlands, which is like a day or so away.
Mm-hmm.
But the Montague has been in London for 20 odd years now. Came down here for school, art school. Whether he finished that or not, I have no idea.
So you reckon we should wait for everyone else before we head up there to see the old man?
Yes, if we even should see him.
All right, well, sounds good. Joseph, you did it. We did it. I didn't do very much, but
We called number.
yeah, sure
You
did.
did it. You did it.
I knew you could did it.
I knew
You
could.
did
You did
it.
it. Yes. Yes.
I'm just gonna really quickly.
Goo goo gaga. Mimi, pee pee, diaper, William, change me.
No,
Wait.
I slap him.
Damn it, what the fuck? Okay, by car today, it would take about 11 hours to get from London to the area.
Yeah, but we don't got that. We don't got those roads nor the cars.
I'm just gonna double check, like, Inverness is like, that's totally not how you say that.
Inverness? Yeah, that's how you say
Is that how you say it, really? I'm always under the assumption it's gonna be much more confusing.
only $13
By
flight.
train from London to Inverness, which is probably where the train would get off in that part of the world, is today 9.5 hours.
So it'll be a like morning to night. We'll get there.
So it probably would be a little longer back then. That's just my assumption.
We can nap on the train.
So it'll be like a 10, 11 hour journey.
We can nap on the train.
So that's a full day's affair.
I'm not
It's
gonna
a
nap on the train. I'm
full
gonna
day.
sleep on the train. I'm getting my blankie, and I'm getting my snacks.
But you have a playing field, if you so choose to search that area.
But what sport will we play?
Shut up.
Cricket?
Badminton.
Baseball.
I think
The
it's gonna
time
be
is
cricket
now
because
4
I'm-
p.m. on November 23rd, 1929. Do you know what time that is?
4 p.m.
Yes.
on November 23rd, 1929.
It's time to go to your appointment with Dr. Highsmith.
Woo!
Macker! He's not here.
Well, while he's gone, I got a question.
Yeah.
Why not Goodminton?
It's not good.
That settles it.
No. I'm
Also, do you think they'll charge you if you miss your appointment? They will. You're right. They will.
They'll also think you're dumb.
Yeah, she'll be like, it's fucking idiots. I'll book them tomorrow, too.
So, Bronson takes very ill suddenly before you were meant to go.
Yeah, from the fucking social anxiety, he's like, I'm gonna have to talk to her again.
But Felix and Giselher are still sound of mind if they want to do it.
We think.
Well, Felix,
What are we doing?
Bronson is sick from
We've none.
weak American cowardice. However, I am also a coward. Would you speak for me?
Oh. Okay.
Well, I will back you up.
Okay.
Bronson's disappeared.
Just in case, I drag Bronson with us.
Small boy for good luck.
I strap him to my back under my suit jacket so no one knows he's there.
He fucking last thing he said was like, "Oh, under my bed" or some shit like that, and then he fucking vanished. I think he's been stabbed to death.
I bet his dog shit under his bed.
Oh, he's dying.
Good.
Is he actually dying?
I
Is
don't
he
know. He's written,
He's-
"I'm Fudge King dying."
sick? I am fucking Christ.
I am fucking Christ.
Oh, I should probably put that, like you said, the thingy. Start time. I'll like fucking. Yeah. There we go. That's good. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Does this work in the headers? It does. Look at the header,
I'm gonna
guys. It shows
update
the
my
start
Discord.
time.
mean by that?
Co-
Fuck
what?
do you mean by this?
Huh? Is this motherfucking shit in his pants?
Maybe.
It could be it. It really isn't epic in
Coffee.
that case.
Dungy Donut. Getting a nice regular. Oh, yeah, no, he shit. He shit. He shit. Strawberry potted.
Strawberry potted shit boy, he shit.
God, we're fucking retarded. God, we are.
We are geniuses.
What is wrong with us?
Where
This
did
is
the
not-
shit boy I die?
This is recorded.
Good.
Fellas, Call of Cthulhu has not been good for a long time.
No, it's not.
What?
What is that? What? Was that agreement or disagreement?
As in, no, it's not. It's not been good.
Well, I guess you're taking point, Felix.
Okay. Sure.
So, you guys head back to the asylum.
So,
Oh, what's the matter, William?
nothing.
You head back to the asylum and you head inside. And the secretary is there and she says to Bronson, "Hello? Are you going to speak to me?"
Hello. He's experiencing currently the stupid.
The stupid, you say? I thought he was experiencing that yesterday.
He's a yank.
So are you? She looks confused.
She looks at the man with three hats. Confused.
he whispers to her. He's from Vermont.
I don't know what that is.
You don't want to.
Very well. I suppose this'll have to do. Dr. Highsmith is in his office if you'd like to see him now. Sort of
Thank you,
waves
ma'am.
you over. You head on over to Dr. Highsmith's office, where he is behind his desk, writing on some pieces of paper, doing office-y type stuff, hanging out. And he looks up and he says, "Oh, it's hello there, Bronson, Felix. Apologies, I don't believe I've met you, sir.
Shake his hand.
Hello."
Easily,
Gisel here. Alright, sure.
He is the father of Hans, who is indisposed.
You certainly have quite an eclectic band traveling around with Dr. Prenglir, eh? Fathers and sons now. Alright, sure. You know, I'm not one to judge. I work in an asylum. I believe I sent you a letter recently, and, I've yet to receive a reply, but, unless, and he goes through his papers.
Unless?
Oh my! Oh, here it is. It must have arrived today. Well, I'll read that in a moment. I've got the genuine article in front. Although, where is Dr. Prenglir, if I might inquire?
He went down to Weebly for urgent business that he did not inform me of.
Why did you say that like you were asking me a question?
I am asking myself a question.
My psychiatrist's intuition tells me that something is awry with your statement, but I'm going to let it slide.
The statement that is awry is that Bronson is the one that knows what's going on, and Felix shakes Bronson and he just kind of flops around.
And he doesn't
Felix
look well, does he?
Bronson is in a fugue right now.
A fugue, you say? Oh. Well, that's what happens when you're from Vermont, I suppose.
It is.
Well, is there anything you wanted to ask me?
What was it that we needed to ask? Gisel hair.
This was the whole mission was Bronson's.
Ah! Hold on, I'm going to send him a text message.
He was the one who pushed for you guys to go in the first place. And now he's abandoned his post.
Knock him on the head, see if some words fall out of his ears that are relevant to our mission.
This is a fucking shit fire of a session.
What do you mean?
There are stink lines rising into the upper atmosphere, and they are all aflame.
One of our players is literally shitting himself right now. It's
He's
not a joke.
not actually at the toilet. He's
Shit
just
boy.
shitting in his chair, muted.
He's standing up, he's like, oh.
Shit boy.
Okay.
Boy, shit man.
Shitty boy, not a city boy. Dear Tryhard, why
don't we pause it?
Still?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pause it real quick.
We're gonna
Hey,
talk to him and be like, hey, how's it
recording
going?
recording
And then
is started.
And then if nothing happens, we're just gonna...
It's
What?
been
What did you
very
say?
little time. We definitely have not been sitting around for like 45 minutes.
Alright guys, I just got back from my trip to the Andes.
Yeah. You get back, and Felix is still shaking Bronson until he wakes up.
Bronker, wake up!
Bronker, wake up!
I am awake.
Should have never given
Where
them
the
those
fuck is
guitar
Anker
earrings.
at?
I am awake.
Anker, I don't know, the fucking hallway. I don't know what to do with him. Fucking HK's not here. He's back at the inn.
HK's moving to fucking Ohio.
Yeah.
Why?
I know.
Where all hopes and dreams go to die.
He's hoping to become an astronaut, I guess.
Something at Ohio.
Is that where astronauts go? Ohio?
That's where astronauts are born,
This is where they leave.
No, they go to Florida. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what are
There are
you
more
talking
astronauts from Ohio than any other state by a disproportionate amount.
A disproportionate amount.
They just want to get off of this.
They're born in Ohio and they're like, I gotta get off this stinking rock.
I gotta get as far away from here as possible.
Man, fuck
Yeah.
Cleveland. Sorry to our... if we
Dude.
have any listeners in Cleveland.
What if a fucking astronaut got off the lander and said,
Killed
I'm not
them.
coming back?
Moon's haunted.
And I like it that way.
Yeah.
When he
Hey,
gets
hey,
off,
hey,
and he
Buzz,
says, "I'm not getting back in the ship.
Buzz, you gotta get back in the ship now. I'm cool.
I'm staying right here."
I live here now.
Buzz, you can't do that.
Man,
Says who? I got this gun that says yes.
you ever heard that?
awesome.
You ever heard
How'd
that
he get
speech
that?
that like Nixon was gonna give if they all died on the
Yes, I heard
moon?
it's talked about.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good
Pretty good.
speech.
Yeah.
It would be so fucked up to think like every time you looked up at the moon, like you were looking at dead guys.
It would also be dope.
It's really weird to think though that I'm in that
Like, think
world.
about that,
The
bro.
eternal grave.
It's really
fuck
weird to
yeah, there's
think
2 guys up there. Hell
that
yeah.
in that world, or actually most speeches that you've heard given after a tragedies are like they're all like really nice and sentimental and stuff, but they were written before it happened. They were written about imagined tragedies.
Just in case. And they slotted in a couple of details and tweaked it a bit.
And they got like more than one, you know.
You gotta deliver
Oh,
that
man.
speech fast. Ain't fucking time to write a good one. What are we doing? What are we doing? Dr. Highsmith says,
Okay. Okay, I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. We're gonna go to Dr. Highsmith. We're gonna be like,
Mr. Macca, you're awake all of a sudden.
that
Very
is
good to
right.
see.
Mm-hmm. So how's it been?
Oh, it's been fine. Is that what you came to ask me?
No. I came here to speak to Roby, but he's sedated apparently.
That's quite right.
Why?
Well, because this is the time of year when we sedate him.
The time of year?
Yes. Well, as I told you before, his bouts of mania appear to be seasonal, and it's the winter time is when he's a little more erratic, so we put him under a little more sedation.
So he's hibernating.
Currently, he's quite drowsy. He was in the early stages of this sedation when you saw him last, but he has progressed, of course.
I see. Were you able to speak with him?
I'm sorry?
Were you able to speak with him before he was really sedated?
I've spoken to Mr. Roby on a number of occasions, and, well...
Yes? Why did...
Sorry, I was just laughing about how I owned Nick and Chatty Chat Chat.
Oh, fuck.
I had a few times to speak with him. He's, as I'm sure you understood from your visitation with him, he's not exactly the most receptive to dialogue. He's tends to go off on his own tangents, and he's not the most helpful. So there's not much I really heard that you didn't, to be honest.
I see. So, alright. Did you find anything about Edwards? I think we wrote down. I don't know if the letter got here, actually.
I actually have not read it yet. It was on my desk. I'll read it now. Unfolds it, and he just quietly reads it in front of you.
I mean, it's
pretty short.
Yeah.
Do we have the letter written down?
Folds it up. He has spoken of the name Edwards before, in passing. Usually of something like, Edwards and I were not trying to hurt anyone. Edwards and Quarry were enemies. Quarry was right, Edwards was wrong, and then alternately Edwards was right, Quarry was wrong. It's all sort of, jumbled, you understand, and it's not exactly the most helpful, but he's mentioned the name. We've never been able to identify anything about this Edwards, as we, I mean, there's not much to go on, you know?
I mean, it's something. It's something.
You guys write that down? Those 3 things?
Yes. Inside my notebook that I carry away from the group.
Capitalist.
Yes, that's right.
Did you put it in the big book?
No, I put it in my own book. I have my
Put
own
it in the big book.
No, I have my own smaller book.
Okay, it's in the big book then.
Okay.
Why would you keep mentioning a big book?
Actually, what happened to the asylum? The reason why we haven't been here for so long is because, there was a murder?
But, oh, yes, right, of course. The murder. Yes, I'm afraid one of our orderlies was found killed in a very similar manner to the previous murder that occurred on these premises some time ago. Once again, evidence pointed to Lucius Harrowell, and he has been permanently straitjacketed at this point, and we've kept him under sedation as well. Following this, there is talk that he should be taken from this place and taken to a proper prison to be, as they say, done away with. He just sort of like draws his thumb across his throat. But we're trying to avoid that. We know that he's violent, but we're still trying to find a way to help him. That's what we do here, you know?
Yeah.
If it turns out that he is beyond saving, then it will break my heart, but I don't think we've done all we can yet.
Alright. Well, I was hoping, like I said, I was hoping to come here to speak to them, but if everyone's sedated here, geez.
Lucius, for obvious reasons, and Mr. Roby, because that's just what we do around this time of year.
Right. Well, then,
I expect he won't be lucid till the hearing, honestly.
Oh, God.
Which is, goodness, a week's time. I've got to submit my decision soon.
Don't you worry, we're working on it.
Well, should you delay, I will have to move ahead without you, but...
We'll be fine. I was just trying to attack from many angles, is all. But
certainly. I understand.
Alright, well, I suppose I don't have anything else to ask. As I said, this was, I was coming in for a different reason, but... Yeah.
I can see this was rather impromptu, as Dr. Pringley was not even in attendance, but...
he's a little busy right now.
Is he? What's he up to?
Oh, you know. Reading.
Sure. I know that! And he points back to the dense library, the bookshelf behind him.
I nod. And
We doctors just can't get enough.
Books, yes.
Why did you say that?
Well, I'm off.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, have a good day, gentlemen.
Close the door.
As you know, Bronson's illiterate.
Bronson.
Well,
I have a 44 for libraries, okay?
He can find books about buxom black babes.
I found the red book, and I found the blue book. Don't know what's in them.
So you guys leave the asylum?
Yeah.
Make your way back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you want to do for today? Is that anything
honestly,
based on your investigation?
Yeah, I pretty much just want to go back. I just wanted to see like what was going on with the asylum. But as we can see, people are sleeping right now.
You could hop on a train. You'd get there by probably like early evening.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Let's ditch this in.
Get on a train and you travel home.
Choo-choo.
In the early evening, William and Joseph are at the townhouse when suddenly the door bursts open and there stand...
I scream like a girl.
Anker, Felix, Kissler, and Bronson.
Oh,
hey, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
So how'd it go?
Well, I have things to tell you.
Oh, that's good.
Neat.
Roby was sedated.
Yeah.
Okay, did he want to be sedated?
I mean, that's just
I
how
was
it is.
making a joke. They don't...
Oh. Alright. That's cool. No, that's pretty much it. We couldn't really, like I said, the reason why we went there. We talked to Highsmith for a bit. You know, he's doing his thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing really important. I guess he just talked about how like Edwards was trying to things that like Roby said, like Edwards was trying to hurt, and then like they said like Edwards and Corey didn't like each other. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's pretty much all we got. Because people are sleeping. So how are you guys doing?
Well, we got some information relating to the Scottish fella, a laird. Turns out he's not actually a laird, he's the son of a laird, and we got the area. Joseph, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't writing anything down when you gave me the location of this man. I'm telling him.
Northern Highlands of Scotland.
Yeah.
Yard.
I don't think Scotland Yard's that big, Joseph.
Scotland Yard is like a fucking police station.
It's not even in Scotland, is it?
Nope. It's in London.
Bullshit. We went there.
Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard.
We went to Scotland Yard, didn't we?
You did.
In my life?
More than once.
Did we go more than once?
Yard.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was we talked to Inspector John Stevens.
Oh no, yeah, I think we spoke to him once, and then the next time we went there, it was because murders had happened around us instead of just investigating murder.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
And I was like, oh, the doctor you spoke to died.
Scotland. So yeah. Are you still going, or are you just?
No, we're going. We were waiting on y'all to get back.
All right. Well, everyone's
make
here,
sure
but,
that you weren't dead or nothing.
We're live. I waved my hand.
Why?
Great.
You're asking why I'm alive.
Krusty didn't have anything else for us, right?
Who?
Oh wait, hey, did you guys have the dreams too, by the way?
Oh yeah, them funny dreams.
I saw you in the dreams.
The who? What now?
The dreams? Have we have?
I might not have been here for that.
Excuse me?
Yes, I had an out-of-body experience.
That was before your out of party experience.
I had a rough night. All right.
It was like 20 minutes long.
I had that was the second one. I had a very rough night. That was the first one too.
Wow.
So I'm gonna need a recap or something.
Oh my god.
Here you go. Well, here's the thing. That's the description. More or less, we were sitting in seats in the audience, and then we saw those men. The descriptions there, and they were like, there was a man hanging, there was a man in a straitjacket, and they had plaques that said those names in the caps. And then afterwards, somebody entered behind us. There was a smell of rotted fruit. Then we had swords on our hands, and we went up on the stage. We walked through the warrior, and then we stabbed the false prophet. And then the fool leaves, and we didn't see the thing that entered behind us. And then somebody, the seeker of truth, beckoned us, and then we woke up.
See.
And I suspect that the fool is Krusty, and that the warrior is Combs. The false prophet, I'm not too sure about. It could be, who was Snake Man? Is that Corey?
What do you mean?
Who was Snake Man? I'm spacing on his name.
Why do you keep saying so? Oh, Snake Man was...
Snake Man Jenkins, yes. Thank you.
Snake Man was Bacon.
Yes, Bacon. That might be Bacon. Corey might be in here, but the Stone Crown thing, Stone Teeth being the monument thing, that could very well be Roby. But I don't know if we're going to kill him. If we wake
You just
up...
said the same man was two different people.
Okay.
Yes. Stone Crown guy's on the false prophet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said he was...
Roby.
Okay. Didn't you just say you thought he was bacon too?
No, that did I?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. I did.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about that.
But if he's bacon,
because we stabbed him, it could be that it's bacon because he's dead because of us, or could be we're gonna kill Roby and that's him. Then again, what am I saying? It's probably that he's the builder because he's in the straitjacket. The hanging man, I don't know who that is.
Didn't we have a hanging man like at the beginning or something?
How did Estes die? Did he die?
Oh yeah, there was a
Didn't
fucking
he?
hanging man at the very, very beginning. Like,
The last time you saw Talbot Estes, he was alive.
Didn't he just leave? He was like, "Well, time to go see my friends."
Well, he said he was going home, essentially, and he said it ominously.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't check on him. We didn't have reason to. We might have, but we didn't.
The man hanging, by the way, in the dream, didn't look like he was quite dead. He was kicking and squirming periodically.
Hmm. Yeah, no, what I have from like way back was just man who played priest is dead. He was hanging with the rappers or something.
so we have to find the guy into autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
We should also look into
Where's
Talbot
David
Estes.
Carradine today?
Where does Talbot Estes live?
Who was man who played?
Kara Dunfor.
Oh no.
What?
And Seeker of Truths is, I don't know. Warriors comes. Devourer might be Felix. Because of the rats.
Why, yes, I am the devourer.
Oh god, watch
He
out.
says
Stay
eating
away
a
from
finger
his dog.
sandwich.
Wait, but whose fingers are those?
They're mine. Watch out.
Oh, so. Oh my god.
Sus.
Sauce.
I think I can safely tell you that none of them are you because you were all also in the dream.
You never know.
I mean, Felix could be a duplicate. He could be a fake imposter. The real Felix is in the dream.
But yeah.
Have we seen his eye socket lately?
Maybe it's Inspector John Stamos at Scotland Yard.
John Clouseau.
John Gadget.
Alright. Well, that was a neat dream then.
Yes.
So, yes. To the dream.
Quite.
Yeah. Could be Atkinson's involved.
Wait, sleep?
But the, Atkinson's.
The stone ground could be bacon or... well, no, yeah. I think it's bacon. Or, could be Corey. I don't know. Because I think he's still alive. Or, depending on the series of events, or we killed him already. And then, the builder is Roby.
So, do we have an idea of the hanging man? The Herald?
I can throw you a bone on one of them because your characters would probably remember, but you might not.
It might be. Was there a big man that we met somewhere?
Lawrence Bacon was huge.
Snake Man?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, there.
He was like 6'7" or something like that, like 300 pounds. He was a big motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I did not imagine.
I mentioned that he was really big the couple times you met him, but might have slipped by, which is why I mentioned it now.
Okay.
it-
It's a massive void.
That explains also the rats. Where are the rats? Crawling on its corpse.
Well, Felix.
And also, he's thrown into the canal, wasn't he? Or was he? Was he thrown in the canal?
No,
No, we're just.
But he's near the
he
canal.
got headshot.
In the bad part of town. I could see it.
He got shot in the fucking head.
False prophet, though, then. Who else do we have that's not identified? Edwards, Quarry. Edwards or Quarry? There we go. The Seeker of Truths, I have no idea. That, to be honest, when you said empty seat, I thought we were gonna Fortnite Battle Royale for the seat with the swords.
Hmm.
And we would become the Seeker of Truth because we're the investigators. Yeah. But now I'm not sure.
Who was the hanging man at the beginning when, like I said, we went to the theater the first time? He said
Did
it
we
was.
see a hanging?
Yeah, it was
When
the
you
man
went to
who
the
played-
theater, there was one of the lead actors was hanging.
It was the man who played a priest, apparently.
Mm.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Oh.
he's because like it's
Yeah.
literal, like he's hanging. So I don't know if this is it's gonna be that straight
Well,
up.
I mean, shit.
Do we know? Do we have like
Display
a play
description.
thing like that says states all the actors?
KMS has a play-by-play of the play-by-play.
Well, I mean not just that. I mean like literally like
I don't. The
You know how you go to
play
theaters,
the
you
We only
playbill
knew, like,
the playbill that you
main
guys would have
lady.
gotten did not have the actors listed on it because it was supposed to be mysterious.
Yeah, we only had the main lady.
I see. Interesting.
We spoke to her and Talbot. Actually, I think we spoke to a guy, but I don't remember who.
Maybe we should ask and see if we can find out.
I believe
anything.
you spoke to. You might have spoken to the guy who actually played the king in the play.
Right.
Briefly, but your main conversations were with Estes and
Camilla.
Camilla,
Cecile.
or the woman who played Camilla.
Hannah Keene.
Damn.
Oh, that was Cecilda's actress.
Whoever the lead actress was, I can't read.
Yeah,
It was either Casilda or Camilla. The names are very similar.
I'm
I think it might be
looking
Casilda
looking
because she's
at,
the one who has the
KMS's
song.
stuff. It says Casilda.
Yeah, I think it's
We spoke with
Casilda.
Or well, Hannah Keene, who was the actress for the lady in the play named Casilda. It could be him. Well, because it could be that's more literal, but then the Herald being Telvedessus because he made plays about it. That
Yeah.
said, the Herald could also be the man that wrote The Wanderer in the Lake or by the Sea or whatever the fuck,
Right.
which would be Roby. But I very much assume he is the straitjacket man. Because he's in a straitjacket currently. Is he? Wait, is he? Is he in a straitjacket?
Roby?
Yeah.
When you met him, he wasn't in a straitjacket.
Isn't the other guy Lucius or whatever?
The other guy is,
Lucius is in a
and he
straitjacket.
has heard about some of the Yellow King stuff from Roby, but that doesn't. Maybe. What was his name again? Lucius?
Yeah. Also, the murderer sergeant. It was.
Yeah,
Did he
he
do-
murdered the people, but he did that even before he knew about the Yellow King.
Mhm.
He just does that.
Was he the one that did it again? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the guy that you went to talk to him about the murder, and he said the devil did it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's scaly.
He's scary.
He's
He was very
scary.
scaly. Yeah.
And then he did it again after we left.
Oh, oops.
See, like that's the thing. I don't know about calling him the builder. I don't know what that would.
Well, yeah,
What's
I don't know.
he
But at the same
building
time,
in
straitjacket. I
there?
don't know.
I'm just gonna
But
go.
again, I don't know how literal. It seems to be.
Seeker of Truth, I have no fucking idea. That's the one I'm like, I got nothing. But it could come into play later because what do we know about Edwards?
Scotland.
Edwards needs Mr. Roby. Okay.
They're best buds.
So Edwards could very well be Seeker of Truth. But what about Corey? One of them is probably the false prophet, the other is the Seeker of Truth. We don't know much about Corey beyond that he was involved in their shenanigans.
You know that there's some sort of wacky shit going on with his wife.
And it also
you know that he's very interested in the British gods, whatever that means.
Which, based on Gresty, sounds like the good guy's side of the Eldritch War.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
So,
and you know that he appears to
might
have
be
fucked off to Europe. These are pretty much the three. Also, that he didn't like Edwards. Those are pretty much all the things you know about him.
yeah. So I think Edwards would be more likely to be Seeker of Truth and Corey to be False Prophet.
Mm-hmm.
Was the 9 teeth mentioned in the British Gods book?
No. Absolutely nothing to do with. It was all about like British deities, and it had a shout out to Shub-Niggurath.
And the forest wasn't real, was it? Or did the Forest of Dean that it mentions or whatever, that was like a...
It's a place.
Did we go to it?
No. But it's a big forest, so...
Ah.
You said what mentioned the teeth? Well,
yeah, because the teeth was the whole summoning circle that we found.
Yeah, on the stones themselves, they said there was like inscriptions for something.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
But then also, I think when we were talking to Delia Hartston, whatever, she was talking about how they talked about the teeth. That was when we first learned about it. But then we saw the inscriptions in the...
Yeah, I think Roby mentioned the teeth to her.
Yeah. So that's where we got that from. Well, at least we have idea. Alright, so... So you said Edwards is in Scotland Yard?
Yeah, he's in Scotland Yard.
No, Scotland.
He's in the Northern Highlands.
Or at least that's where his father is.
Yes.
His
who is the Scottish laird. And Edwards went to London 20 years ago to go to school for art. And then, I don't know beyond that. He might be... Oh, and that the father's gonna die soon-ish. But I mean...
20 years ago.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. She said like 1906 or something. So, it's been a hot minute. So
God, it has been
what he's been up to, which implies he hasn't really been home that much.
I mean, at the very least, we could go there and see, like... it's gonna be kind of, like 20 years ago, but like maybe someone...
I mean, 20 years ago, how old was he? He was probably like... he was going to school. He was going to, like, university.
Yeah. I mean, like, maybe he could have left a fucking, mark there. I don't know. Maybe he did some cool achievement there.
I think he started his interest with the other boys once they got to school. Which, to be honest, might have been, What's that, Camus?
It's Christmas.
What is it?
It's like Christmas Avatar.
What the fuck is it?
It's Christmas. Fucking relax, dude.
What the fuck is that?
It's Christmas. Relax.
I don't.
That is the Christmas spirit. That's what you
Calm
feel.
down.
That's what you are during Christmas. That's what I am, anyway.
Okay. But
Shit.
yeah, I would think they started their shenanigans once they all got into school together and started reading spooky books. I don't think he did it before he got here.
Well, I mean, that they could, like, look up... find out how he got his interest there? I don't know. Like, maybe he did some cool, dope projects or stuff.
I guess, but also how are
maybe
we going to ask him or ask his father or some of the people at his estate? Like, hey, how do you know our son? Which I was asked over the phone and tried to misdirect. Like, hey, why are you asking about my son? How do you know my son?
Because your son's a piece of
I do this
shit.
every night with your son. You're in the background of fucking Edward's castle, shining a torch in the window.
Yeah,
Your son calls me Bill.
Shine a light through the window. I'm like, hey kid, I'm a fairy. Don't
Did you believe in fairies?
Let me in.
Can't you see? Playing in the radio.
Long to read.
You bring up a point. Okay, do we know anything about the college? Like, if it's how close it is or far? Wait, did we even get like a
We
name?
don't know the college.
Okay, well, how many? There can't be that many college. College of Arts
Corey
here in London.
didn't go. It wasn't implied that, or did we even ask that Corey? Yeah, let's go to Tolkien and ask him if he had any other students.
Yeah.
Did we ask? I don't remember.
No, you were asking about Corey.
We didn't ask. Did we ask what friends he had? He didn't know, did he?
He worked with him on occasion. He wasn't like friends with Corey. He didn't,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He was like a professor of his, basically.
Yeah. So. But they did say for art, and he went to a. I don't know what the name of the university is, but
It was
Corey went
not an art school.
Yeah, he went for history and mythology.
So it's just a fucking regular university.
I think they all just went to university. Probably met. I mean, I don't remember which ones have access to the special library, but I mean that's probably
the
where they
only
got
people
their
that
start.
you heard about going in were Edwards and Roby.
Yeah, which means that, and Edwards is a son of a Scottish laird, which is probably his inn.
Mm-hmm.
And Roby was also the son of a not famous, but rich man. So
Pretty prominent family.
yeah. So that's how they got in, and they probably got their spooky books from there.
Want to get
we
in?
can't get those spooky books. You know, we could kill Edward's father and
I'm listening.
steal his
Fucking
inheritance.
casually.
Oh, I could dress up as him. I can get in the bed and dress up as him.
No,
What is
we
up?
just-
Oh
Gang after Clay!
We just go in there. Excuse me, Laird Edwards. And he's like, oh,
Bang,
what
bang,
is
bang.
it?
It's simple.
Hey,
we
do you know about your son? Oh, I haven't seen him in years. We don't fucking need him. Just fucking bang, bang.
No, we don't even need to do
No,
that.
we
We just put a
get
pillow
him.
over him.
We get him
Well,
another.
no, we have to shoot him. It's the stupid thing to do. And then the servants
kill him- we
What's
kill
all
him
that?
the same
Oh
way-
my lord! They've killed Lord Edwards.
We kill him the same way we kill all old men.
Oh, could burn
We
the
summon
place down.
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Eat shit, Salim.
Peace was never an option.
It's the only proper way to do a funeral pyre.
Make the entire thing the pyre, and by the
Yeah,
entire
make the
thing
whole,
just-
like-
Destroy Constantinople.
I think the whole state of pyre.
Man, the bombing of London sure did happen a little bit earlier this time.
Sure.
Oh no, this is in Scotland. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Well, Scotland won't be fine, but that's whatever. They'll take it. They're over their independence.
I don't like that this man has no footprints.
As what?
How do we find?
You want
How
to
do
be
we
his friend?
How do we get this man?
No footprints means no feet. Oh my god.
No feet means
I feel
no
like-
footprints.
I feel like what happens is like, we got something. We walked like not even an inch and we fucking hit a wall. This motherfucker.
Well, it's also because there's a lot of Nick's being like, just fucking time skip, just do the time skip. You're supposed to.
No.
And we're like, no.
No, there's stuff you can do.
I'm
and
sure we
there's
could.
stuff
Shut up,
where you
Nick.
have to wait.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
Investigations are waiting games.
He's
sometimes.
telling us to fucking waste our time, our valuable
Look,
goddamn time.
Nick, I watched that one police show that said the first 4,700 hours are the most important in an investigation.
Exactly.
And, you know, this is exactly that scenario.
4 days of...
We only have 195.833 repeating days. Alright, guys.
Oh
my God, he's doing it.
What the fuck is this
And
guy
also
doing?
Grusty, so Grusty will tell us...
Yeah.
Grusty will call on us as well as when Edwards calls on Gressy, Gressy will probably call on us.
That's what we were hoping for. But
That's
now,
what
but
I'm
so
counting
Roby
on.
is sedated,
What?
seduced, and Edward needs Mr. Roby. But like, how is he just gonna?
Oh, he's probably just gonna fucking bash through the places. Bang, bang. Or, like, magic his way in.
He's gonna do our way.
No, he might just magic his way in. I mean, fucking, Combs fucking bapped a doctor on the head, disguised himself as one, went in and shot Hans. Like, he might just bap an orderly on the head, take his clothes, go in, grab Roby, get out.
It couldn't be that.
I mean, it can be. The problem is when you try to assemble 6 people as orderlies and sneak into an assembly. We could try and beat him to the punch and steal Mr. Roby ourselves. I don't think that's a great idea, though.
Someone make a character where they only disguise all the time. We'll never find out his real name.
They just have a fucking, like, what's the name of the fucking outfit where it's like a big nose and big mustache and the glasses? Groucho?
Groucho Marx.
Yeah, he just constantly looks like that.
That's just what he looks like. He's
He just looks
Groucho
like
Marx.
Groucho Marx.
It's just Groucho Marx.
He is
It's
Groucho
me.
Marx, and
You
everybody's
invite
like,
him to
"Oh,
the
that's
party, and he says, "I wouldn't be part of any party that would have me." And then he fucking waltzes out the door, going, "Ah, bah, 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 bah."
I don't believe you when you say that he sounds like that.
I don't remember what his voice sounded like, so I just did a Groucho Marx joke.
He doesn't.
Who's your friend there?
exist.
We
What if he
don't
has like
know.
a very deep voice?
No, I don't care.
What?
All right, well, yeah. If we want to go to the Northern Highlands, how do we want to explain ourselves to the people?
I mean, what would we even like if we go there? Be like, what would we even do?
Yeah, I don't know. What would we do? Who was asking us to do this? We're not doing it.
I
Shut
don't
up, fucking dumbass.
I thought it was
Whoever
only
said
us.
Well, I mean, if we go to Northern Highlands, if we ask questions, they'll ask questions back. Like, how do you know my son? Do you know my son?
That's exactly it. We don't have those answers.
Yes. So, unless we can lie.
We went to school with him.
Hold on, we
can
can't lie.
That's still a lie.
No.
Wait, we went to school with him. Here's our friend, the artist.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Listen,
How old is Anker?
I don't know, 80?
Yeah. So
That's
it's fine.
not true.
What?
believe you.
Really?
going on 90.
That's not quite right.
I thought, dang.
Anker is...
It's still a lie, though. So you're gonna have to lie to the person. And then they're like, oh, what school or what did you study? or something.
I mean, he's 36.
How old is Combs?
Conquer.
Edwards.
You don't know, but he went to school apparently,
He's
or he
probably
went off
like
to university
40,
apparently like 22 to 24 years ago.
which implies he's like 40, 50 ish, I think. So, how old is Mr. Roby? Or Bacon? How old are these people?
Bacon, it was kind of hard to tell
Well, yeah, he is.
on account of the fucking...
I mean, he seemed to be older, though. He was just sapping people to get younger.
Yeah, he seemed like he was, like, generally older. Probably 50s at the youngest.
Did he turn into ash after
He
they
did
shot
not.
his head? Oh, that would have been cool.
It's not a
I
thing
don't remember what
that
did
occurred.
that. What movie was that? Was that a movie? It's a movie.
Roby is 36.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I was thinking like the ages. I'm like, when the fuck? Who?
They don't all appear to be the same age.
But in the same area, general grouping. I mean,
Well,
I'm like, well,
kinda. 36 to 50, late 50s.
I mean, it's probably that they all got invested in occult stuff and went to Bacon, and Bacon's like, hey, there's pretty good books in that fancy aristocrat library. Go check them out for me. Then we'll learn cool shit. Do some weed.
Hmm.
In the basement. Yeah.
I don't want.
Alright, well.
Bacon was 60.
What a fucking old man.
Oh, old man.
Thing.
Old man Jenkins.
When?
Oh no, my laptop's dead.
I have to write out the lady. What was it? Delia. What did you say? She got. Okay. 3 years ago. She.
Alright, let's.
How old is Delia?
I don't think we have anything to go off right now. I think we should just wait a bit and see if Betsy will.
I'm just trying to think of these ages. So I'm like.
Delia is 31.
Oh.
Old.
Washed up old bag.
I see. That's interesting though because. Oh yeah, it says Michael Combs was in his 40s.
Bronson only
yeah,
likes
and we did get his
buxom
name,
black
Montague.
babes between 18 and 23.
Well, I just
Rhyme.
no, because they got engaged after what, like 3 months.
It was
In
1920s.
college? They were also in college. That's true, but she was.
Listen,
she was,
if they wanted to bang, they had
it
to
makes more
marry.
sense because she's basically like about to like. She's almost off the table at that age.
Well,
You know,
for like
she has to go
noble,
to a-
for like noble women, maybe it's
Yeah,
a little
she's
more
about to go to
leeway
a
for people
nunnery
of the
at that
lower
rate.
classes.
She's gonna have to go to like a monastery.
This is like fucking somebody in one of the great houses would be like, "You're not married in your late 20s. What devilry is this?" But like for
pretty sure that's
Delia,
what they
who's
did.
probably just like a person,
Oh,
it's
that's
all
true,
right.
yeah. Yeah, she wasn't actually interested in the occult during their relationship. She just wanted that sweet.
She was actually a little interested in the occult. That's actually how they
Oh.
met. She told you that.
Yeah, I know. It
but,
says she was interested in the occult.
But she wasn't
However,
interested like that.
She was interested in that occult dick
Oh, that makes
by
sense.
Roby. She's like, I wonder if you can conjure a penis.
Abracapenis.
That's why I want to learn occult
Skedaddle
magic.
skedoodle, your dick is a noodle.
No.
No, I want another noodle. I want 2. Alright. Okay, well, I don't think we'll gain anything from the Highlands. At least not yet. Not right now. I don't really know. I want to look into Mr. Estes at some point, but yeah. That's all I got. Figure out if we know where he lives. Or if he's dead. What's the paper say today?
Nothing interesting.
Nothing.
No, wait,
Okay.
that's not true.
You lied.
What's it say?
There's another obituary for Lawrence Bacon.
Another?
Yes. But a personal
What?
one.
Oh.
Sort of almost like an ad taken out.
Oh boy.
What's it say?
Not like an ad taken out, but like it seems you're not even sure how it got published, but it seems to be another obituary published like by a personal man.
Okay.
Person man.
I wonder what this could be about.
And it just says Lawrence Bacon, a resident of Holloway, North London, died recently. Mr. Bacon had been a dealer in rare books, as tended to address the occult, philosophy, theology, and religion. And many of that circle may have done business with him at his place of business on Liverpool Road, despite the tendency for the seller to observe rigorous entry conditions. He had been a acquaintance of mine. In fact, we used to belong to the same London club, where he was quite inseparable from his various eclectic companions. And that's pretty much the whole thing, and it's signed Perdurabo.
Did we have that address before?
Liverpool Road?
that-
Yeah, that's where you went.
That's
Okay.
the bookshop where the police are now at.
It's signed.
London Club. Is that the fancy aristocrat club? For
No, it
books?
just says the same London club in lowercase. Like they were part of the same club, like in general.
Oh, I for some reason I thought that was just the name of the club, which is a very generic sounding name. But I was like, I don't.
And signed Perdurabo, which is a
I got
weird
that.
thing for an obituary to have a signature.
Yes, and I don't understand it except that word is weird and means something, but I don't know if it means something to anybody or me. Oh, that's why I know it's from Warhammer. Okay, that's it. Oh, he's part of the Traitor Legion. Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna go put a pizza in the microwave. I'll be right back.
In the microwave?
Yeah, it's a frozen pizza, and I'm lazy and I don't want to heat the oven. All right, I live in squalor. All right, you
The
can fuck
fuck?
off.
All right. Well, like I said, I think we should just wait.
Who just farted? Who did it?
I didn't hear anything.
You farted, you piece of shit.
I really didn't.
Okay. Can I do an occultish roll to see if I recognize Perturabo, since it sounds like some stupid occult shit?
Sure, make an occult roll.
So I'm a big brain occult man. I think. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I am. I got, extreme.
An extreme.
Got a 10.
Did you ask for an occult roll because you googled the word Perdurabo?
The first result, I went to the Warhammer 40k link. I don't know. The other one I got was 1d4 Chan.
Oh, good. You've looked up so much Warhammer stuff that it obscured it.
Also,
but
I mean,
with
the
your
name to me thinks occult shit.
Yeah.
But then I was
With-
like, I feel like I've heard this.
with that high of an occult roll, and you yourself being well versed in the circle, you know Perdurabo is a popular alias of Aleister Crowley.
Yes.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Some of the
Do I
other
know who
members
that
of
is?
the the group have had vague run-ins with him in the past
Who
through
is this
proxy.
man? I ask, who is Aleister Crowley?
He tried to kill us once and we ran away.
Well, he seems to have signed an obituary about the guy you killed.
Okay. So let's.
Should we be concerned? Or
I
investigate
mean,
him?
as long as me and Bronson don't go look for him, I guess.
Do you know where he lives?
It is simple. We will wear
God, no.
Does things?
We will wear disguise.
Occultizes? Where he does his occulting
So
homework?
why would this man?
Because
He's a
an occult-
cultist.
He's occult. The Mr. Bacon, Lawrence P. Bacon.
He was a
Um,
big occult dealer, basically.
Yes. And he is now dead, and the police have taken his occult stuff, probably. So now there's no more occult stuff from Mr. P. Bacon.
Mr. Crowley appears to be paying respects to an acquaintance.
Yes. And may, if he suspects foul play, which, I mean, a man was shot in the head.
It's
foul.
kind of hard to suspect anything else.
He may be being like, I'm gonna kick some ass if I find out who's who. So, he may be connected to this somehow. I don't know. Because I don't know who this man is. Except that you said you dealt with him and he's bad. How is he bad? What did he do? How is he bad? What did he do?
He tried to murder a cop, but like that was cool because fuck cops.
What do you mean by this?
Tried to murder a cop because Felix sold him. But don't tell that part of the story.
But yeah, he's a cultist, so like, cultists tend to try to stab us to death. Are we technically a cult? Guys, are we a cult?
Yes.
You have to tell me if
Well-
we're. You have to tell me if we're a cult.
We don't really have any. Well, I guess you could
I
say
mean,
we're
I
a death
know occult
cult.
stuff.
Wait,
Yeah, it's more of a death cult because.
or are we just like a chaos magic people?
No.
You've accomplished
Okay,
more
no.
than many cults do. You summoned an elder god.
We summoned a few.
You summoned at least 2 elder gods in your career.
Actually, out of like all of our characters, we've summoned how many things? 3, 4?
You've only summoned elder gods
We
twice.
summoned the,
Well,
we
not
summoned
Elder
the-
Gods,
We also
but I
summoned the
picked
Dark
someone's-
Young and the Brothers twice.
There's
Oh,
been
yeah.
some Dark Young and brothers. But those are servants.
Are we still the good guys?
No.
No, you haven't been the good guys for a very
Hold on a
long
second.
time. Good men of Bennington quickly became a joke.
Now hold on a minute. From which perspective are we defining good? Because if we define good as good for us, then we're middling on that.
If you
even
determine
then,
good
we're
as
probably
good
awful.
for you, you're still not doing a
Yeah.
good job.
I mean, I said
Look-
middling. I said middling.
Look at the turnover rate. It's awful.
But the group remains.
The
Offers and
membership
benefits.
in this party is exceptionally lethal.
But
We
the-
have-
in
wait,
real
We
life,
have a
Wait.
list at the bottom.
individual may die, but the party stays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because one guy hasn't died yet.
Even if
also
Bronson were to
devious.
fucking fall into a ravine and drown, we all watched and laughed. The party's spirit would
Look at
live
that
on.
kid.
In
Why is that
fact,
the last
if we
part?
watched and laughed as Bronson died, the party's spirit would strengthen.
It would.
You would know you're unshackled by the past.
It's true. We're the
We're only
cult
we're only 3 deaths away from starting a new row.
For that matter, kill Felix too. It has to be all post-America members.
God, we've been on
Yeah,
America for a
after
while.
America
Ugh.
was invented.
Hey, it's me, Christopher Columbus.
You are real close to doing a 3rd row. We're gonna run out of space by the time we're done with Call of
That'd be
Cthulhu.
really
let me tell you.
funny.
Once
Like the entire thing is just like we have to start placing our character.
we run out of
pictures.
space, that's when Call of Cthulhu ends.
No. We have to like start putting our faces and everything on top of the like rows and rows of dead characters.
I gotta say, I am really happy that Holly and Shanks lined up retired.
Retire.
It is nice.
I'm sure I'm glad that they didn't bring her along for this.
What do you mean? She could have been a great
I got-
asset to the team.
I got stabbed.
Yeah, she would have died.
Yeah.
You don't want
I don't
Holly
think
to
so.
die?
No.
I do. That's why I killed her.
Oh my god.
She's been dead
Jesus.
for weeks.
Oh my god. It's just like Joseph's grandmother.
I was just thinking that. I was like, oh no, Graham.
She seemed cool with it. This pizza's pretty fucking hot.
She was pretty old. There gets to a point where you're old enough, like, oh, I'm dying. Well, that makes sense.
Hmm.
This seems right.
Alright, well, we go to bed.
Alright.
I think that's the consensus.
Yes.
You retire to your bed chambers.
I'm
Until
never retired.
morning. You awaken.
No.
It's now the 24th of November, 1929.
I go to the newspaper.
Newspaper?
Yes,
Newspaper.
that's why I said it like that.
There is nothing of particular import.
They didn't
Nothing that
import
really
any
catches
good
your
things
eye.
today.
I look for the export.
Yes, how are the exports today?
5 minerals have been exported.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
What about
Finally
the
got rid of that
energy?
magnesium.
I need more energy, please. The
No.
imports.
Only minerals, no
Oh,
energy.
gosh, the ratio is so awful.
Build more power
Tariffs.
silos. Build more
Tariffs.
power silos.
This import tax needs to go.
Tariffs aren't fairifs.
Tariffs
Yes.
are hardly even.
Good news, I still have a skeleton.
That's great. I'm happy for you. I did find that one out.
I'm gonna put him on the corkboard.
What?
Alright, so, what are you fucking guys doing? Anything?
I wish to go to the library and check for evidence of Talbot Estes and a phone number and or location.
I'll
You're
go
gonna
with
go to
him.
the library to look for his phone number?
I mean, we have the yellow book with us? I don't know where they keep them. Where do you keep these things anymore?
Under the sink.
I feel like you could get a fucking yellow book, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Yellow book, yellow pages.
Yelp book. I want my Yelp book. I open up the Yelp book.
It
Is
says,
in there?
don't go to Talbot Estes' restaurant, he hangs you to death.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Instead, try Wahlburgers.
Instead, try Wahlburgers. See,
we need to
they have
make
this
that
big,
going.
superheated wall.
You know, if I make it out of this, I'm going to suggest to the potluck that we swap to wall luck.
And ensure that William's not invited. Make goddamn certain.
I love the idea of just getting some potato salad and going, okay, it's on! Chucking it at the wall.
Soup's on.
There are multiple
wall.
balconies, so you can collect the food at varying states.
Anyways, what was I gonna say?
Talbot Estes.
Right, Talbot Estes. You look through the yellow pages.
Mhm.
You do not find an Estes.
Rats.
But I need to sip.
I
Just
think
sip.
he was from...
He was American.
He's American. Okay.
He's probably staying somewhere in London, but doesn't have his name in the phone book.
And he didn't tell us at any point where he was staying. He just at home and wandered off into the sheets.
More or less. It was all very ominous and mysterious.
And we ignored it. It's dumb. It's dumb, baby. Dumb. Dumb. Baby dumb.
Baby done.
No, you.
Okay, well, he kind of got owned.
Anything else?
Does anybody have anything else to think of to do?
I think you hit the nail on the head with what I was wanting to do with the trying to figure out more information about Estes.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't.
Man, I want to know about the priest.
It's okay.
I mean, he wasn't really a priest.
I know. I mean, that man
He was
playing
dressed
a
up
priest,
as one.
but we can't. There's no. Doesn't sit the fucking actors. They want to be special.
We
What is
got all the
fucking
info.
Blair
I
Witch
mean,
ass bullshit?
you're pretty sure you know what happened to him.
Who, the priest?
Yeah.
Oh, actor priest? Well, he's dead.
He died by asphyxiation from a rope.
Yes.
But I want to know about him
A
himself.
Roby? From a Roby?
No,
That's what I said.
stop
What
talking.
a slip of the tongue.
That's
We
what
found
I
out Roby hung him.
I said that.
Get his ass.
Yes.
I want to know
didn't
his
say that.
name. His name.
You know, did we ask, what's his name? Graham? Roby? Did we ask if we could go investigate his house or anything?
Investigate Graham Roby's house? I don't
Yes.
think he gave you permission to do that.
I don't think
I don't think we've had
did,
permission.
but did we ask? And he said no!
I'm sure he would say
I
no.
also don't think you asked, but I think you didn't
I
really
don't
need
think
to.
he- I mean, I want to talk to the witnesses around the
You did do
thing.
that.
We did do that?
Yes. You spoke to the butler.
Oh, we did spoken to him. Okay. When did we speak?
Ages ago.
Been a hot minute.
I don't
That
even
was like
remember
one
what
of the first
scenario
things
we could have spoken to him.
That was like one of, if not the first thing we did.
I know, but I don't remember when we actually got that chance. Like, because we weren't allowed in the house or past the gates. were
He
we?
didn't live there anymore.
Oh, he
Yeah, the
didn't?
butler,
Okay.
butler was at like a separate area. Like,
Okay.
at his house. Right?
Okay.
Am I mistaken?
Yeah, he had his own house.
Right. I don't know how we got his information. I think from the doctor, Highsmith.
We might have just got from the detective.
One or the
Might
other.
just us.
I think it might have been from the detective.
Okay.
And by detective, are we talking about the one that I killed?
No, that was the
No,
that was the
private eye you
PI.
killed. I mean, Detective
The police
Sergeant
detective.
Lorimer. Or Inspector John Stevens. I don't remember who was who, except that they're both listed here by my list of lists.
He was one of them.
Well, we could always try to sound the pure or bring the pure.
No.
Just throwing it out there. You need that. I got you. Just saying.
I don't want to do the ring one. That one's bad.
I mean, I'm not sure which one is really good. They both don't seem...
I mean, reading it, the ring one.
The ring is the voice and the other is listening. I don't know.
Quiet.
Alright, well, I don't know what else to do. Besides sleep and wait for Gresty to contact us.
That is...
But that means, like, full go time at that point, which is... I don't know.
Goat time.
So is that all you want to do? You want to go back to the house?
Yes.
There he is.
Yes.
Sounds fine with me.
Alright.
Yes.
You guys go back to the townhouse
Yes.
for the remainder of the day.
Yes.
And then the next day happens. November the 25th. Do you want me to start time skipping?
I think so. I'm not what do you fellows say? Time skip time?
Yeah.
And then the next day
I
happens.
need one more vote. Hold on. One more vote. Time skip, Bronson.
I can't think of a reason not to.
Okay. Yeah, time
Unless one of us really, really, really wants to
I can't
drive
think of
all the
anything,
way
really.
out to Scotland.
I can't see of a reason for us to get our foot in the door. Otherwise, I'd be like, sure, fuck it. Unless we literally break into the estate, which... I don't know.
Well, I got a gun.
We do have guns.
And find out it's a place where an old man lives. And
Yeah, he's
that's
like, I haven't seen my son in 20-odd years.
It's not like
why do
old
you
men are
have your
immune to.
gun out?
Hey, it's not
No,
like
no
old men
reason.
are immune to guns. They just shoot him.
Did you
Bang,
think he?
bang.
Did you think he crept into his childhood room and slipped a note under his pillow that says, "Here's my master plan"?
He didn't? I thought that's where he kept his occult stuff under his race car bed. Man,
And then the
I wish
next
I
day
slept.
happens.
Wow. They just
Check
keep
the
on
news.
happening.
Check the newspaper. Oh, also, is there a certain timeline that the Dr. Highsmith needs our,
Sooner rather than later, since it's coming up.
but like when's the actual date he needs?
The 30th is, well, the 30th is the day of it. A couple days before would be ideal.
And today is
It's now the 26th because I said a couple of things.
so. We should probably give our conclusion on that, unless. So we know that Edwards is going to try and kidnap Mr. Roby. Do we want him in a convalescent home, or do we want him in the asylum for that?
When he gets...
He's probably going to get, or so, he's probably going to. There's going to be an attempted kidnapping of Mr. Roby. by Magic Man Edwards. Probably Magic Man Edwards.
Edward.
Ooh.
Do we want him in an asylum or a convalescent home for that?
I mean, so he's going to be. Wait, so they're thinking of releasing him. Where would he be put?
They are thinking of releasing him into a convalescent home.
In Kamala.
Or they want to keep him locked up in the asylum.
Locked up.
And so we can try and choose whether we want him locked up in the asylum or stay in a convalescent home. One seems more secure than the other. However, it's Magic Man Edwards, and one of the patients killed one of the orderlies, so how secure is it really? I mean, convalescent home isn't really secure, but... And I don't think they'll let us stay at a convalescent home with Mr. Roby, will they?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to be shooting human beings.
Yeah.
Let's not joke here. So, which one will be easier to escape from?
Well, I mean, which one is more likely for us to be in close proximity to? Like, if it's at the asylum, are we going to be racing to get there and make it too late or something? Or do we need to, like, take watch after the trial?
I forget, did we ever look into Corey's wife to, like, find out where?
Corey's wife, you don't
I don't
know
think we
anything.
found out
All you know about
anything.
her is pretty much what was vaguely
exists.
alluded to in Gresty's letter.
We know that she supposedly exists based on what Gresty says, and also somebody else said, I think he has a wife. And we know about an Atkinson and that Mr. Corey's wife is at the farm, which that's really it.
Can we yellow pages that?
The farm? No. And Atkinson? No.
Not the farm, them, their name.
We tried.
I
We
like
didn't
how
find it.
I like how the yellow pages are like the be-all end-all fucking investigation tool.
Listen, they have a fucking book that says your name and everything. Like,
It doesn't
It's
quite
fact.
often.
what are you talking about? That's what they do in the movies. Don't you remember in The Terminator? Where he
That
looks
was
up
set.
the yellow,
That was set slightly later than this.
where he looks up the yellow pages?
It was set a couple of years later.
yellowpages.com. I will Google.
Anytime
her
I need to know more about it. Anytime I think I need to know more about a person, I just put their name in google.com and hope results come out.
posted many pictures of food on her Instagram.
What if Terminator's still on?
I go to
If
Facebook.
Terminator's still on TV today, Terminator would get distracted by addictinggames.com and get never killed.
Yeah, in 2019, addictinggames.com is a fucking hot topic reference. If there's one thing the kids are still doing today, it's fucking racking up the games on addictinggames.com.
I had that in my head for a good 47 seconds, and I needed to say it. I needed to grab any excuse.
Hey fellas, can't wait to check out Armor Games today.
Listen, I'm gonna go to congregate.com.
I'm
Stop.
gonna play Alien Hominid.
I can't believe
I don't even like
Arnold, that Terminator said, I will play Strawberry
I'm
Clock.
getting a question.
I can't believe the Terminator was like, my favorite game was Clear Vision 2.
He says, what? I keep on shooting the puppy. I do not want to shoot the puppy.
Fuck off.
Fucking Flash is gonna kill all my fucking video games.
Yeah,
Damn
Chrome.
you,
That,
Chrome.
that's not. It's not Flash. It's
Damn you,
Google
Chrome.
that's doing that.
I know.
I
Google
will
was
allow
like,
my
hey, there was
computer-
one issue that the developers fixed, but because it took a long time, we're going to say Flash is banned forever now. You have no option to enable it eventually.
All my video
You must
games.
simply
And then it's just like, okay,
So what are you guys gonna write to Dr. Highsmith?
fuck you, Google.
I don't think that's a good thing to say to him. Maybe you should try
Very
something else.
respectfully, Dr. Pingawea.
Dr. Pangolier.
Dr.
Oh, from Dota 2.
Yeah,
He's a
Dr.
furry.
Pangolin. hope you're not Chinese. Don't use my bones. I'm extinct.
Every time Nick meets an Asian person, he says, "Dang, I hope you ain't a Chinaman."
I say, hey, have you heard of the pangolins? They're endangered. Stop using their bones, please. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was born in North Carolina.
And don't use their bones. And it's
Does
like,
that make you a Nork?
He
What?
says, "Oh, excuse me there. I see you are of the Oriental descent. Would you like me to give you directions to the nearest railroad?"
I see. I know you can't see very well out them eyes.
We're committing crimes. Stop. What are you guys gonna fucking write?
Yeah, we gotta do this off recording.
Do we want to?
No, this is all
do we want to
recorded.
do we want to commit him to asylum or convalescent home?
Put him in the asylum.
Go on.
That's it. You asked the question if we
Well,
want.
I wanted like a reason as well.
The reason is
That'd be-
because it's a dangerous world out there, and I feel like, despite all the things that have happened, the most safe he's gonna be is in the
like
asylum.
the place where there were murders
Yeah,
very recently by another
Yes.
patient.
yeah.
I mean, like, to keep him in the asylum, we have to still just convince them to be like, can you keep him there? But then they'll be like, why is he a threat if he is, like, is he still a problem?
Yeah, because Dr. Highsmith is leaning more towards release.
Yeah. And,
And I feel like if he is released, it will be easier for the bad guys to swoop him up and use him as their what's the name of the thing in movies where it's the device is just
MacGuffin?
yeah, MacGuffin.
He is the MacGuffin.
He is a MacGuffin. So
Well,
you make it a little bit harder for him.
What do we tell Dr. Highsmith then?
He is
I
a
think
MacGuffin. Keep him in there. Stop.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if I word it, just actually, I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, but how are you gonna word it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing we need.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, do we say he is only safe while sedated, and if
Up here.
not,
yeah, but then he also has to, like, speak to other people about this too, and they're gonna be like, what? There's a, like, he might be in danger,
No, he might be a danger, not in danger.
He might be a danger, but then, like, that's the thing. That's the thing we've been trying to figure out this entire time. Like, how do we like put him? Like, we have nothing hard.
Lock him up.
We have nothing hard on Mr. Roby here. We just know that he is indeed
I'm hard
connected
for
to it all.
Mr. Roby. But yeah, I don't know what to say. We don't
That's-
have any.
That's what we went through last time. We're like, fuck.
we could put we could throw in there was a murder on the guy that wanted him locked up, and that might be bad. But doesn't really mean shit. Just a murder. Not good, but I mean, can't really say it's related. Was somebody else murdered? I don't,
What do you mean?
besides the private eye, which nobody really connected.
Hans.
Hans was one connected, but
Dr. fucking... The Dr. Trollope.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the one who wanted
I got
him
the name
locked
right.
up. That's what I was talking about, the one that wanted him locked up. But
Right.
that's not really anything to go off of. And the other one being Bacon. I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, no, I don't know. You can't really say Mr. Roby got those guys killed. It's like how he was in the asylum during that. I don't know.
Man, I'm good at the.
So, you got anything, Nick?
No, I honestly don't. The only
I mean-
actually, fuck. I don't know what to say.
We could just go to Dr. Asmith and say, yeah, I don't know, or just you could say, though I don't think he'd probably just not consider it or think less of you, is, hey, you should lock him up. Why? Just got a feeling.
Well, I mean, I could say, hey, it's my professional opinion, all right? You wanted my opinion as a doctor,
Okay,
man.
but
Like,
what is your reasoning behind this opinion?
I can make up a story.
Okay, go ahead.
There was a man I once knew in...
Off
He
to a
had a
good
big
start.
shoe.
Like, go ahead, write this story on
Alright.
the letter.
Okay.
Alright.
Reasons. There was a man I once knew back in the United States. This man was crazy. He did something very similar to this, except his name was Bobby. Alexander Bobby. Alright, this isn't even funny. So,
It's not. No one's
It's
laughing.
kind of funny in a pathetic.
no, so, no,
That's the story we got.
I was joking.
no.
I'm sorry.
Nick, you're a
Alright.
disgrace.
His name was Bobby. I assume that's how Bobby is spelled. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
All right, that's not.
B-O-B-Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There once was a man. Name was Bobby. Back in USA, he was Floby. He had a big gun. He went to a nun, and to her he said, "I will show me."
What?
This is not good.
So we have no story.
No.
We could punch him in the head really hard so he forgets.
Okay, let's just say in the letter, I think he should stay locked up. However, I have no solid evidence to say so. But it is my professional.
No, hang on. This is an actual answer, not an attempt at a joke. We could bring up the fact that his brother was very, very adamant, and after having talked with family members and people who knew Mr. Roby, they say that after a point, his mental health has deteriorated to a point in which there's most likely no return.
Did Graham actually say that?
He didn't say that word per word, but that's.
I mean, like, are you fast talking to me, or did he say that paraphrased?
He did say that paraphrase. He did say that his brother should remain locked up.
He said that part. Did he say that his mental state is gone for good? There's no coming back.
I suppose that would be a fast talk.
To be
then, because
fair-
I don't think anyone has said. Well,
Dr. Highsmith thinks his mental state is gone for good. The question is just whether he should be in an asylum or a home.
You could say some bullshit about how
The
after
asylum
looking
is more
at
like
the
he's
stuff
dangerous.
and after talking with his relatives and people you know, you compared it to some things you've worked with in the past and looking at the signs, you really will not.
Based on what Graham has told you and other people, he does seem to have, like,
Major donkey
what do you
brains.
want to call it?
yeah,
Like,
big donkey brain.
Like he is not ever going to be
bad
safe in
to
anywhere.
murderer-
You will never find a
What the
certificate.
fuck is it called? Like
absolving him
homicidal
from donkey
he has
brains.
homicidal tendencies.
Tendons.
Tendons. Yeah.
His muscles just kill. You can't help it.
So sure. You could try and write that lie on the paper.
Yeah.
Now roll a fast talk to write a
You don't
really
have
good
to
lie.
do that.
I don't know how it'll have to work out, but yeah. I also because he might ask about it later in person. So
So that's the gist of your message then?
yes,
Essentially.
there was a man I once knew back in the US. He was crazy. He did something similar to this. His name was Kobe.
I don't think that was the agreed
Oh, okay,
upon.
let's put that in the word count. Put that in the
Oh,
word.
sure. Word.
I think we got
Put that
some
in
room
the
for
translator, put that in
Bronson
the
says hi, I
translator.
love you.
Oh, we have room for one more. It's 24.
Love.
Love. Okay. Gotcha. 114 characters.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
hold on, I just need to. I need to pin this so that we can reference it frequently. So you send off the message.
Not that message, but the.
I know. You already talked
Okay.
about what you wanted to send. You send off that letter to Dr. Highsmith on the 26th of November.
You know, it takes 2 days for this to get to him, on average. So he'll get it the 28th. When's the thing again? 30th?
30th.
Okay, that's time. He'll be
Yeah,
fine.
it's still a couple days.
I just wanted to make. I'm like, oh, we might have sent it too late.
Yeah, it's not. It'll be fine.
It'd be awkward to say it in person and then get a letter later saying the same thing. Weird. Why'd they do both? What the fuck? Dumbasses.
The next day goes by.
Wow.
And the next day.
I do some push-ups, and some squats.
Damn,
I'm gonna
you're getting-
increase my strength score.
Getting fucking big.
And the next day.
I don't.
Too
I
big.
do another push-up.
There's nothing going on.
I jack off onto the.
You guys are not
bed.
getting any messages.
To check my connection.
What day is it now?
It is the 29th of November.
29th. We can call Dr. Highsmith, can't we?
Possibly.
I don't know if we have a
I imagine there's a number for the asylum.
I also go check the mail, or not the mail, the newspaper.
newspaper.
There hasn't been anything really of note. At least nothing pertinent.
I don't know how this newspaper makes money being blank all the time.
There's nothing that it would be relevant to your investigation. I'm not gonna make up news stories for every fucking day.
Can you make up some celebrity gossip though, like real juicy shit?
I'm pretty sure you can like go to like there's some website where it's like on this day the newspaper said this.
Well, I'm not gonna do that.
I know.
You think I put effort into this?
You want immersion, you're ruining it.
I know.
Bitch.
Shall I continue the time skip?
Should we call Dr. Highsmith? and
Oh,
ask
no.
him
Call
more?
him.
Do we want to go to the hearing? Do we care?
I don't think you're allowed, honestly.
Oh, never mind.
It's a private
That's what I was
hearing.
going to ask if Dr. Highsmith would let us in, or
It's
if
a
we
private
can.
hearing. You would know that. He would have imparted that wisdom.
Okay, then I don't.
It's not like a courtroom hearing, really. It's a hearing in the sense that a bunch of people who are relevant are going to gather and talk about it for a little while.
I wasn't sure if they were going to make it a sort of big deal or be like,
No.
"Well, I think he should stay locked up because this information you didn't know before.
Nobody's gonna call people to the stand or anything. It's not that
Yeah,
kind
I'll
of thing.
fucking- Okay.
It's
To be
just
honest, I was
it's just
expecting-
passing judgment on where he's gonna stay.
To be honest, I thought we had to go to it, so I was expecting there to be like a big showdown where like all the bad guys come out and they say, "We're kidnapping him," and we go, "What? You can't do that," and then they do it.
I mean, they're probably going to do it, but we'll receive a note afterwards, and Gresty will be like, "Guys, where were you? You're supposed to wait outside the asylum." I'm like, "Fuck. Shit. Alright, time skip me.
Alright.
Uppies.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
And then you all wake up on the 30th. November 30th. The day of the hearing.
Dave, die.
I like it when I die.
I checked the newspaper. Hello?
Nothing interesting.
Oh, rat.
There will be soon.
And it'll
Smack a
say,
rat in the corner. I'm like, bad rat.
Anker Gilhoof, dead by suicide.
What he would have
He
wanted.
was a dork.
He's dead. I go to his bed. Is he dead?
Dork.
He's alive.
Oh,
Newspaper fucking lied to me,
It did, intentionally.
newspaper pulled prank on me.
bro.
The look on my face was epic.
Bro, your friend has died. Lol.
I'm stuff.
He is stuff. He's got an addiction, Sylvie.
Right, I'm back.
Fucking castle will not be crushed.
I want to.
What, are you playing Castle Crusher on
Flash.
addicting games now?
Flash.
No, on armor games.
Oh, okay.
What's happening? What's popping?
Jim.
Well, Anker's dead.
Yeah.
It's the day of the hearing.
Wait, is he actually dead?
Yes.
Yeah, he got really tired of waiting.
I shot
I
him
can't.
in the
Stop
face.
fucking with me.
I'll fuck with you as much as I want. I put a gun on your
I
brain.
will. I will scream.
And then as you're
I'll-
flipping through the newspaper, you see something.
Hmm.
Anker dead.
Murder of lunatic
No,
Oh.
no.
at Herefordshire Madhouse.
Wait, does it say which one? Is it Lucius?
A
It's not-
Wye Valley asylum inmate was brutally murdered on Thursday in the oddest circumstances. The dead man, Alexander Roby,
Fuck.
had a release hearing scheduled at Hereford Magistrates Court that very afternoon. He was not to be present at this hearing. The magistrate there was to entertain argument from the asylum superintendent that Roby be detained indefinitely for his own protection. But when the superintendent returned to his place of work, upon organizing the meeting and preparing for the formal hearing, it was to find Roby slain. Roby was an inmate at St. Agnes Asylum for the Deranged in Weobley, Herefordshire, under the care of Dr. Charles Highsmith. He was admitted shortly after the murder of his father Herbert and sister Georgina, a crime still unsolved. His brother is the banker Mr. Graham Roby of Coates & Co. Police say the murder was excessively violent and was perpetrated with a knife that was recovered on the scene in the possession of a second inmate. This man is the prime suspect for the killing, but police are also anxious to contact 2 nurses at the institution who are also missing. The men are Thomas Clark of Leominster, 34 years old, who is described as of medium height and thin build, clean-shaven with blue eyes and blonde hair, and Michael Evans, also of Leominster, 41 years old, of medium height and build, clean-shaven with dark eyes and brown hair. One or both of these men may be wounded.
Fuck. I go to the letter envelope mail slot. Hello, Grusty.
There's nothing there.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Well, now I am not sure.
But
He's free.
Actually, he's dead.
I don't understand.
Do you have a blurb or what were the nurses' names?
Thomas Clark and Michael Evans.
Medwards.
You gave very descriptions, and it scares me.
Well, that's because they're missing.
Yeah, that means I have to find them too. Do you think they... where could they go? Wait, do they... They didn't say what inmate was... Or did they say Lucius by
They
name?
just
Or
said
did they
a
just say
second
another?
inmate,
Okay.
who is
Well,
the
let's
prime
go.
suspect.
But they don't say he's missing, right?
The second inmate? No.
Okay. Well, let's all go to the asylum. Let's go check it out.
All right.
Go say hi to Dr. Highsmith and Halo Master Chief Collection. Now play.
I don't.
My internet went out for a little
You guys get on the train, and by early afternoon, actually, by probably about 2:30, you guys are in Herefordshire. You make your way to Weebley, where you can see there is a lot of police activity at the asylum again.
That would be.
Most obviously.
Yes. We go to the police are blocking us. We say we have business with the Dr. Highsmith. And that we...
So you head up and you say that to the police, who are definitely cordoning off the area?
Yes, and Dr. Pringalier here was working on the stuff with Dr. Highsmith. We need to talk.
You were involved in the case of the deceased.
Yes, sir.
Right, I suppose we better take you in. Come on. Not all of you. There's a fucking shitload of you.
Yeah, that's us.
We're all involved.
You all wait outside. We'll take the doctor.
Oh, God damn.
Can I see your identification real quick?
I hand it to him.
Looks over it. Checks out. Hands it back.
But we're his colleagues. We're also book smart.
Just wait out here. I'll be fine.
This place is under quite a bit of lockdown. This is the third murder in quite a recent amount of time.
This is true.
You understand.
I do.
I don't agree
Hate
with
you
it.
for it.
Leads you inside.
Alright, guys, let's go around back.
Says,
Do
alright.
what? Smoke?
Yes.
There's
Okay.
a fuckload of cops inside. And you can see Dr. Highsmith is immediately visible in the main area, apparently finishing giving a statement to what, based on his facial expression, is probably the 30th cop to ask him the same questions. The guy who brought you in says, wait right here, we might have some questions for you in a little while. Just stay here.
Alrighty.
And goes off, and Dr. Highsmith turns to you, and he looks distraught. He says, oh, Dr. Prenglier, I wish we had met under better circumstances. This is ghastly, isn't it?
What the hell happened?
It was quite horrific. Why don't we sit down?
Alrighty.
There was well, another killing, as I'm sure you understand. A body of Mr. Roby found in his cell. Massacred beyond belief. His face cut off even. His skin sheared, carved into 1,000 pieces. Well, I mean, he was all in one piece, but you know what I mean. Absolutely ruthless. So much blood. One would think it's much like the previous murders, where there's so much blood. It looks like it couldn't have all come from one person, but still, there we are, and there was Lucius Harrowell, out of his straitjacket, door open, blade by his side. Yet again. I spoke with your compatriots not too long ago that I wanted to help Mr. Harrowell, but after this, I just don't know if there's anything that can be done. And of course, on top of that, we've lost 2 very good orderlies. God knows where they've gone. It's a right mess, Dr. Prenglier. It's a total disaster.
Your position is not enviable, if you don't mind me
No.
saying.
This is my asylum, and quite frankly, I'm afraid that it may be shut down soon if... I mean, this is quite a lot of bad press. It feels disgusting to refer to it as bad press, but it is what it is. Harrowell is deeply uncooperative. The police have interviewed him, I've interviewed with him. He's just going on about that bloody devil again.
But yeah, he did mention that the devil was quite scary.
I'm quite tired of it, and it's not helpful, and...
Do you mind if I talk to him then?
I can speak to the police. They know... I assume if they let you in, they know your qualifications. Wait here. I'll see if I can pull some strings. And he strides off. A minute later, he returns and says, honestly, they feel like they're hitting a bit of a brick wall with Mr. Harrowell, so they've agreed to it, nominally. They will be supervising, of course, but... come along. Let's go have a look.
I follow him.
And you are led to the area where Lucius and Roby's cells were. You can see Roby's cell door is open. It is painted with blood.
Oh my god.
Like walls, floor, ceiling.
Oh lord.
It is grotesque.
Oh.
There's no body in there, but it is horrible.
Oh, it's stinky.
It's rough. And the police are going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Another cop opens the door to Lucius's cell, who you can see is straight-jacketed again. And there is another cop in his cell with his hand on his weapon. And Dr. Highsmith steps inside, and he says, I've got to go give more statements, but, officer, this is Dr. Prenglier. He's been cleared to attempt to interview the suspect. Another psychologist, hopefully, perhaps with a bit of distance removed. Mr. Harrowell knows, and I don't think quite likes me. But Dr. Prenglier has interviewed him in the past and gotten a little bit out of him, right? He's spoken to you.
Yeah, he's spoken to me.
Right, so we'll give it a shot, eh? And the cop says, fine by me. Go for it. And Dr. S. Smith says, I'll be back by my office, I think, when you're done.
Alrighty.
And he heads
come
off.
see you.
And you see Harrowell is straitjacketed and, like, curled up against the wall, basically, just, like, shuddering violently, like...
Hey, buddy. What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Well, I mean, you seem to be in a little bit of a worse condition than I last saw you. Was it the devil again?
He just starts to cry.
I say, oh, it's all right, buddy. You want to tell me what happened? Just so we can get him next time.
The devil took Alexander away.
Do you know if he took anyone else or if it was just Alexander?
He took him away to where he takes all damn souls.
Where did he take them?
To hell.
Oh, where's that at?
What? I said hell, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
He told me I would be next, but he took poor Alexander. He was talking to him.
What did he say to him?
Alexander talked to the devil, and they talked, and then there was a screaming.
Do you remember what they said at all?
There was so much screaming. and dreaming and screaming.
Screaming and dreaming?
He told the devil he would need a week to dream. And then they started screaming.
He started screaming after the devil told him this.
No, he told the devil that.
Oh, he told the devil that, and then he started screaming.
And then he
Screaming.
screamed.
Yeah, I know.
You see the cop looking at you like, this guy's awfully patronizing for a psychologist.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, tell me about.
And then the devil came to me.
What did he say to you?
He said I would be next. And he was painted with blood, wounds over his whole body, painted with blood, so many wounds, and he threw one of his hands at me.
Oh my, did you catch him?
No, and he took off my jacket, and he whispered to me.
What did he say to you once he whispered to you?
I have to whisper it.
Yeah, I get close.
Be careful there, Matt. He's a violent offender.
I've had my ear nibbled once and twice. I'll be fine.
He leans forward. Closer.
Bite his neck out, Lucius.
Closer.
I like angle my neck so it's not near him.
So you're like you're leaning forward so he can whisper into your mouth.
He's just got his head turned at a
He
real
leans
awkward
forward
angle.
and he gets really close and you can smell he.
No, like I'm leaning close, but you know if you like I raise my shoulder a little bit to like be able to
sure.
knee him in the neck.
Leans in.
Not knee him. I get as close as I can doing this position.
He smells terrible.
Oh, you stinky boy.
And he says, 7 days for his work and 5 days for mine. That's what he said.
That's what he said. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness indeed. So alright, so
and then the devil went back to his devil land, probably.
You didn't see how he left?
Well, he went out the fucking door, but...
Dumbass!
I thought I was supposed to be crazy. And he was screaming and the wounds... Terrible blades for hands!
What?
Painted with blood, blades on the end of his wrists. The wounds.
Alright, so out of character question, when did like DNA shit like DNA testing, when did that
It's
become...
not yet.
Yeah, okay. Because I don't think all that blood in there is just from Roby.
Yeah, no.
So this happened again?
Painted with blood, the devil came again. He keeps coming, and he comes to me afterwards. And he does his blood.
I can't believe it.
And now they think I've done it again, but it's the devil.
So
It was the devil.
So the devil's one of the people who works at the hospital.
Devil.
El Diablo.
No.
Wait, you speak French?
Chupacabra.
The chupacabra came out.
Painted with blood blades. Wounds. 7
God damn it,
days
there was a
and
question I was going to
5
ask about it. I
days.
completely fucking forgot it.
Is it about his blades for hands?
Blades! Terrible blades!
Oh, yeah, I
For...
asked him
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, there you go.
What do you mean by blades for hands?
Yeah, blades for hands!
Like, are we talking swords here or
Painted
knives?
with... No, blades!
Like big swords?
No, blades! Like knives!
Oh, like knives then.
Friends!
Oh my god.
Terrible blades for hands and wounds. Painted with blood.
Did you hear any more screaming besides that from Roby?
Just screaming and screaming.
Because there are still 2 other people missing.
I don't know
And we-
nothing about
and
no
we need to
missing
know if-
people. I just
need to
know
know the devil
about the
got them
devil.
too. Yeah, I know. We need to know if the devil got them too. Because if the devil got them as well,
I don't
Like-
know. I just know the devil took Alexander. Scary.
right? I
Scary.
think that was it. I wanted to ask. Well, okay, one more time. What was it about? How many weeks?
Huge blades.
How many weeks?
7 days.
7 days for his
For his
work and
work,
5
5
days
days
for mine. Wounds! Painted with blood! Huge blades! The devil! He's risen again in my...
Can I think back to my dream? Did the
You're not there.
We'll learn about this later.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Officer, I think that's it. I'm gonna head on out.
Alright. Lucius, stop fucking crying. I gotta stand in here all day and I don't wanna have to listen to that. Oh, I made it worse. Why did I do that? And you're let out of the cell.
All right. I go find Highsmith.
You find him back at his office where you see a rather officious-looking gentleman leaving it, probably like a detective or something. And Highsmith waves you and says, "Hello, how did it go?"
Well, it was the devil again.
Well, yeah, that's, as I told you, he's all about the devil once more.
He did tell me that he gave me a little bit of better description of the devil this time. Apparently he had plates for hands or
He
something?
said that before, actually.
Has
Every
he?
time
Yeah.
he invokes the devil, he mentions his blades for hands, are painted with blood, huge wounds on his flesh, deep wounds that would have killed any man, something
He
like
also
that.
mentioned the devil whispering to him, and he said that, and I quote, 7 days for his work and 5 days for his, his being Lucius. Lucius was saying that there's 5 days left for him. I don't know what that means, but I'm keep a 24-hour watch.
I should note, 7 days for his work, 5 days for mine is a direct quote.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's Lucius directly quoting what he says he heard.
Oh.
Meaning the devil said to Lucius, 7 days for his work, which probably refers to Roby,
The
and
Bible.
5 days for mine being the devil. I assume.
7 days for his work refers to creation.
Or that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, well, I
But
tell him that.
also, Roby said 7 days to dream or something.
It sounds a bit like pseudo-biblical babble to me, which fits with the profile of Mr. Harrowell that we've discovered over these last years that he's been with us. I don't know. It's quite distressing, honestly, that we don't have any more news or any more leads to go off of, and that. I mean, I was, at your behest, going to recommend that Mr. Roby stay within the asylum, but I mean, this is not how I wanted the story to end, I'm afraid. don't think he wasn't. He was troubled, but he wasn't violent, and despite what you said, I just can't feel good about it. Well, it doesn't matter now. We never even got to the hearing. Sorry, I'm just a bit distraught. Is there anything else that I can help you with, Doctor? Or
No, I think that's about it.
I think you're probably free to go, honestly. I mentioned your name to the detective, and honestly, he did not seem interested in speaking to you. I think he's quite got his hands full at the moment, and he's not happy with me. I'm afraid my job may be in jeopardy. But we'll see. Que sera, sera, and all that. I suppose this is the end of our professional relationship, then?
It's been nice working with you.
It has been a pleasure. I'm sorry that it didn't go quite as well as either of us hoped. He extends his hand.
I'd shake his hand.
Farewell, and good luck in your next endeavors, Doctor.
You as well.
Thank
and
you.
I leave.
You guys outside the police cordon see William leave the building, pass by the police who let him go, and you are reunited.
Finally back together.
Howdy. So, it went well?
Yeah. He talked about, and by he, I mean Lucius, he talked about the devil again, said it was scary. And he said, what did he say? The devil told him, he said, 7 days for his work and 5 days for mine. No clue what that means, though.
Interesting.
What else did he say?
Mentioned devil having blades for hands, you said that before. What else did he mention?
You're shouting out the window. Blood.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I mean, I think I said the most important things.
I can see what Sophie's trying to do, and I can sense his frustration.
Please, tell me more. I feel there's something else mentioned. I feel like there's a game that does this. What is it?
LA Noir.
Is it L.A. Noire? No, I don't think so.
Please, tell me more.
Well, I mean
You
that.
fucking killed her. You took her.
Now, hold on a minute. Wasn't it you who murdered your wife?
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'll back up here. Sorry.
Doubt with evidence. Flips back to murder. Isn't it true they're dead?
Now let's
How
get
can
back
you
to
be
your.
married to her if she's dead.
All right, now let's get back to your dead, rotting wife.
Sorry, I made a
Flips.
mistake.
Sorry about that. Crosses out murder. Flips back.
Okay, alright. It's coming back to me. You know how I told you the devil had like blades for hands and shit?
Yes.
Mhm.
He was also painted with blood. He had huge wounds.
Oh, yeah, wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Look, I didn't think that was that important because I was like, oh, the wounds caused all that blood too.
Hmm.
Sometimes I just
There
bleed
was
for no
a
reason.
man. We did have simultaneous dreams involving a man that had
Mhm.
arms covered in blood and scars.
Oh yeah.
Neat.
Well, that's nice to know. As he walks away. I want to know what his deal was.
What was there any conversation beyond 7 days for his work, 5 days for mine?
7 days.
Nothing much. I don't think Lucius has long. I'm going to be honest. I feel like whatever got in there and came to kill Roby, probably going to come after him soon.
So wait, hold on. So it said Edwards needs Mr. Roby to get some. I don't.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, there was one more thing. Roby said that he needed a week to dream, and then he just started fucking screaming. Apparently.
A week to dream.
Yeah.
And the devil then said 7 days for his work and 5 days for mine.
Yes.
A week is 7 days.
Oh
Wait,
my god.
what?
I thought he meant week as in like WEAK.
I mean, it could be the biblical thing that Felix is thinking, but I'm thinking Roby, and then the devil, whoever the devil actually is, if it's real. Did they have the knife? Can we look at the knife?
You did not see the knife. You imagine that's probably evidence, and the cops have it.
Yeah, I don't know. Can we still look at it from a distance? Is that cool? I want to know if it looks.
You can
like
ask, but I'll save you some time, and they'll say no.
Okay. I don't know if it was like, oh, it looks like a ceremonial knife.
You guys
or it
aren't
looks
cops,
like a
so they're not gonna give it.
butter knife.
So Gretzky said Edward needed Roby.
Yes.
Does this mean he didn't leave him alive?
Oh yeah.
What,
I mean,
like,
it
what?
might.
Like, I mean, was it even Edward? Like, I don't.
It might have been Gresty trying to stop him. But we didn't receive any word from Gresty, so I don't know. Because if Edwards was going to do anything, I assumed that when Edwards tried to get Mr. Roby or kill him or whatever, then Gresty would have to be called in order to do that.
That's true.
It didn't smell like cigarette smoke or anything, right?
You William didn't smell any.
Yeah,
I mean, he did. People were smoking in the building, but there was no greater amount of the scent in the area.
Okay. So it hopefully / probably isn't Combs.
Based on your knowledge of Combs, at least, it doesn't necessarily seem like his style.
This ain't his MO.
His MO is bop. All right, I'm out.
What a dick.
This is a little more gruesome.
If it was right, Wayne Gretzky. All right. Well, what do y'all suppose we do for a week till shit probably hits the fan?
Or 5.
Or 5, yeah.
Let's get back to researching Mr. Edwards.
I mean, what else can we research
I
on?
don't know how to read.
I mean, I'm assuming we're not going to do it tonight because it's balls late.
It is balls late.
Yes.
But we got a week. We could just go to fucking Scotland now.
Yeah, let's go to Scotland. Fuck it.
And
You think he just went home?
go to Scotland and...
We can talk to his dad!
How are we gonna talk to his dad? Why is his dad gonna be like, oh,
He loves.
Granted,
he loves
my
a young-
son.
you would still have to find him.
It's true, we only have a guesstimate. But I'm sure if we went to Northern Highlands and like, oh, you're looking for the Laird Edwards, they'd probably know.
Which one?
So, but, I mean, this is...
The old one!
Which one?
This is, oh, jeez. There's so many here. You know, the one with the sun. Same name. Same exact name. Same everything. They're clones. Also, I don't know about the missing nurses. I don't...
Yeah, the missing nurses. Like I asked him about that, he didn't know nothing about it.
How many nurses or orderlies are there in the asylum?
The asylum, a little over a dozen, probably.
Can we go arm check them all?
Arm
For
check?
wounds? I want to wounds check them.
You imagine that you probably cannot do that.
Can we ask the policeman to let us? Pretty please.
You imagine that they will decline.
Oh, rats.
It's a weird... Hey, hi, I'm a psychologist. I worked on Roby's case. Can I check the arms of every one of the orderlies real quick?
Oh, I'll ask Dr. Highsmith. He'll let me.
Yes.
He's cool. Dad would say yeah. Would Dad say yeah?
Ask your mom.
Damn it!
It is at this point getting rather late in the day on November the 30th.
Alright. Let's fuck off then.
It's fine.
Because
It's gonna be September.
I need to fuck off as well.
Okay.
Let's fuck on.
No.
So you all return to the inn in Weebly, at least for now?
Here for.
Yeah, well.
Alright. You return to the inn, perplexed, worried, and lay down for an unquiet sleep. And we'll pick this bitch up whenever the next time we can play.
Whenever he says hello, we're playing next week.
Let's go, Call of Cthulhu! Call of Cthulhu!
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu!
Call of Cthulhu.
Goodbye!